everybody. Welcome to another Everyshit Gaming podcast. I'm joined today by the lovely Alex Meyer.
Hello.
And the even more incredible Andrew Wheaties.
Wow, I'm jealous.
The Prince of Princes.
Yeah,
himself.
Prince of Princes. You're going to have to... We did a little test run, and apparently Drew's Prince of Princes. It's a story. We'll have to get him to share it sometime, but we're not sharing it today. So, this is our Buckeye Battle wrap-up podcast. I haven't started making my battle reports yet, but I'm going to get those out sooner. But we really, we wanted to...
Chad Huggins already got 2 videos.
Dude, I mean, Chad's on the grind. My problem is I just moved to a new apartment. I don't have Wi-Fi yet. So
that's pretty crazy.
I mean...
Live in the Stone Ages here.
Yes.
When is this podcast going to go up then?
Insert.
I'm probably going to upload it at work tomorrow. By work, I mean Akidoba.
Insert this as like Drew's reference here or something.
So, so we're going to talk about Buckeye Battles, talk about our experience at Buckeye Battles, go over a little bit of the awards, a little bit of meta, just kind of talk about it in general, talk about our experience. I mean, I had a fun time. I know you guys said decent times. It
was a great tournament.
It was a great tournament. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Do some little post Buckeye Battles analysis.
That's a good way to call it. And no shots at Jeff, because Jeff runs an amazing tournament.
For sure.
I really don't. It's no complaints against Jeff. Jeff rocked it this weekend.
For sure.
I loved those Buckeye objectives.
Jeff pulled from Moose's liquor. Yeah. He took a shot from
that was crazy.
Yeah, that's great.
That was pretty wild. Actually, it was really amazing. Jeff gave everybody at the tournament, not only does Jeff give everybody dice now, everyone gets 2 of these really cool Buckeye Battle dice. Jeff also gave us these objective markers on
the Arc of Sight templates.
Arc of Sight templates too. Yeah, I totally. They're wooden. They look so cool. Yeah. I love Jeff. He rocks it every year
for sure.
Rockstar.
Well, not only that, you got the objective tokens in the doubles tournament and the singles tournament.
So now you got like 4 objective tokens.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're like,
I have 6 because Steve's getting it.
No,
neither is Taylor.
So I took Steve's.
I took Taylor's.
Well, I mean, Steve probably has 2 from the double or the GT experience. So
I took those 2.
Oh my god, you're a savage.
You just kind of snuck in the room and just like took them.
Alex is going to MGM sometime next week. He's just going to stroll up there and
slide these across the table.
They're going to notice their Buckeye Battle ones, and they're going to be like, they're going to take you to the high table.
Take you to the high table.
You're going to like walk into this room at the top of the hotel. There's like mob bosses and stuff there.
I'm going to walk in my flops and my shorts, and they're just going to put a suit on me.
You're going to put a smoking jacket on. They're going to give you a smoking jacket. Yeah.
Hashtag poker chips for game.
Yeah. So I guess just a round of applause. Congratulations, Jeff, for pulling off another successful Buckeye Battle.
Congratulations.
We love you. We think you're great. Keep doing what you're doing, Jeff. You're a saint. You're a beautiful man.
Whether or not you actually get to hear this.
Yeah. Well, I think he listened to some of the list stuff. So
really?
I think so. Yeah. I feel like he came up to us and he thought it was really funny.
We'll have to interrogate him about it.
Yeah, we'll have to corner him. Well, I mean, hopefully we'll see him in August.
We'll see him in a month.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy corner him. Like, what are we doing? It's
in
like
the bathroom.
Bad, like 80,
there at Toledo Game
a bad 80s thriller movie.
For those who've never been, unfortunately, Toledo Game Room is infamous for having a singular scary bathroom.
I thought you were about to say bad 80s.
You know what's amazing about? I remember the morning, early on Friday morning, I think already at Buckeye Battles. You got to go use the bathroom. It already stank at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was already rancid.
Oh, that's great.
It's like a Buckeye staple that the bathrooms will smell bad all weekend. You've got like 100 big guys just doing their business.
I had to find paper towel for the one bathroom.
Yeah, they ran out of paper towel. They ran out of toilet paper. Everyone's just...
it sounds like you're giving this college a 2-star review on Yelp or something.
Yeah, well, dude, oh my god, I couldn't believe the roof leaked on Friday. That was ridiculous.
That was crazy.
I was kind of like, all right, does the college know about this and they still let Jeff like use the... Which either Jeff has got like, the hookups or...
Well, as far
or they
as
just don't care.
I'm not positive of this. It's not a fact by any means, but I'm fairly certain Jeff is friends with the theater director there.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So it's obvious that he's
Does
like
that guy play? Does that guy play?
I believe he used to.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the assistant judge, isn't he?
I feel like he used to play. I wonder if he used to play like 40K because I feel like I never saw him in the 8th edition tournament or the 9th edition.
Some of us weren't.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, a couple people. I guess I'm only one at this table that played in the 8th edition tournament in 2014. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, but I don't remember. I mean, I remember that guy came on stage and like in 2014, and was like, "Well, thank you guys," and like, don't ruin the bathrooms, and everyone proceeded to ruin the bathrooms. But yeah, so whatever.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess, long enough for an intro.
Bathroom chat.
The bathroom chat.
When
So we're thinking about doing a little hobby segment. Talking about what we got prepared for Buckeye battles. Because
You have a musical jingle here, like hobby time.
Hobby time. Yeah, something like that.
Is that your impression of the Dr. Pepper guy? You know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
Nope. Sorry.
I don't watch commercials. The only commercials I see are on YouTube. Actually, I got YouTube Red, so I don't even see commercials on YouTube anymore.
I'll see
It was like free for the summer. I'm not gonna continue it. I don't need it. Anyway, unplug for YouTube Red. So hobby time.
Hobby time.
Hobby time. Alex, you want to go first? Tell us what hobby you got done before Buckeye battles.
Before Buckeye battles?
Well, before, and then if you want to do afterwards.
Because before Buckeye battles, I was just churning out 3-color minimum on everything I had left to do. Because in the coming weeks before Buckeye battles, I had made an epiphany. I had a vision in my sleep. A figure came to me and told me, "Get off your ass. You've got like 30 models you need to get done."
Yeah.
So thankfully our friend Nathan has an airbrush, and so he helped me out with getting some base coats on and some washes on most of my wood elves that I had to get. Sylvan elves.
Yeah, take a drink.
That I had to get done prior for the doubles tournament, and I got them done to basically the bare minimum.
I guess you were pretty much done with your beast certs, though, right? Or you finished the Gore-Tex, right?
I still had the Gore-Tex to do.
Or I mean, you did a lot for the Gore-Tex.
I only did the Gore-Tex in the last week.
Wow.
Yeah, they weren't even base coated until the last week because I had to get Nate for that too.
Yeah.
I had with 3 weeks left, I had probably 30 models left to go.
Yeah.
Out of a dozen elves I still had to do for the war dancers. Best Gore I still had to do with Gore-Tex and a couple other just random.
I didn't even get a chance to look at your Sylvanovs.
That's probably for the best.
Well, you'll have to finish them and actually start playing them.
At some point.
Yeah. Like in 2019 or something like that.
In the coming years.
Yeah. I don't think the sad thing about Alex, folks, is he started multiple armies
at the same time, basically,
and he's gotten really hype about them.
Yeah. I've got piles of models, does a little bit of hobby, and then just keeps on playing beasters. Well, I have to.
I mean, I don't know if you have to. I think you had to maybe in 8th edition.
Because I was the only one.
Because you were the only one in the world.
Yeah, the last person.
But I feel like there's a lot of beaster players now.
Well, yeah, now because they're the most popular army for people to start. Because
you're beasters are good now.
It's like Chicago Blackhawk fans just jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah, jumping on the bandwagon. That's exactly what it is.
Well, I mean,
Alex is up there, the lone man with the feather officers. Get off my bandwagon. Get off my bandwagon. Keep the beasters players off by the dozen.
If you're not going to post on the forum, don't even bother.
I mean, the crazy thing is even Jeremy started the Beastern Army to take that DTC. That's pretty crazy. And,
Jake Murphy had him at Adepticon.
Yeah, Jake Murphy had him at... Well, Jake Murphy played him at in our doubles.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he played him.
That's some really good models.
Oh, dude, he had those Mirror Minotaurs with the gray weapons. Those things look so cool.
You'll get to see them.
I know, I'm really excited, yeah.
In addition to that hobby I got done before Buckeye, now after Buckeye, I'm jumping on the Minotaur and Mongrel train.
Yo!
Because those haven't been getting much representation from me, specifically.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you still see some Minotaurs.
It only took you 2 years to take my advice.
Yeah.
I feel like you've poo-pooed on Mongrels.
No, never. Remember that list back in 8th edition that one that had 2 Minotaurs in the Mongrels? I was hype about for like 2 months.
That list, I went undefeated at the GLW tournament.
Yes!
Plugging that 3 years ago tournament.
Yes, it was so good.
But, yeah, so I got a bunch of Mongrels done today. I finally got those Minotaurs put together. I'm going to get some base coats on them later this week with my new airbrush.
That's pretty sweet.
And I'm really excited.
Shout out to Amazon Prime, right?
Shout out to Prime Day. Prime Day. Even though it actually had no effect.
Oh, okay.
But it was still...
Well, you bought it on Prime Day.
I
thought it was like you got a deal.
No.
Just for like... Yeah.
But yeah, I got an airbrush. I'm doing a lot of hobby. I'm really hyped. Basically, buying the airbrush has reinvigorated my...
Yeah, I mean, airbrushes are amazing for hobby. I mean, Nate really helped me out, too. I guess I'll segment into my hobby right now.
Go for it.
Nate really helped me out big time. I had I had a lot to do for my Orcs and Goblins. A lot of building to do too. Like I put together 2 wolf chariots. Probably this. I just didn't get it. I didn't get as much hobby done as I wanted to. I'll say that. There's like some unfinished things there that I brought to Buckeye Battles.
Mm-hmm.
But Nate still helped me out a big time. He helped. He got base coats on some of my ferals. He primed and then did base coats of the Great Green Isle. That was huge. That sent me so far
much
ahead.
surface.
Yeah, that was huge. Especially because, and also it's court. Most of the my Great Green Isle is court, so it's like I would just been slapping on paint.
I'm surprised you didn't like put the
like Sylvester.
If you had the time, and like put plaster over it or something.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing green stuff, or putting green stuff in.
Green stuff.
Really?
It's because there's so much surface.
Yeah,
good
that's
luck.
true. Yeah. I was just thinking about doing it at certain points to kind of cut off some of the edges, I guess, make it a little more fluid in some places. But I didn't end up doing it.
You did use a lot of paint though on it. I mean, like Sylvester, Tweety Bird, like painting like bricks and stuff out there, paint cans at the end.
Yes, and then he also had to do something else that day too. I feel like I can't remember. Anyway, shout out to the old man Nathan Hutchinson.
The old man really helped us out.
If you haven't looked at the Forgotten Turtle, his painting blog, go to it. We're plugging it right now. I mean, you can see some gorgeous pictures. Every podcast is just a whole plug. Plug everything. That's my motto.
Plug it in.
Yeah. So I mean, Nate helped me a ton. But before Buckeye, I pretty much only got to hobby like the night before. I was so busy. Yeah. I wish I was busy like working. And then I was like busy outside of work too, with like working at different, like some churches and stuff like that. So all I did the night before was I finished the Great Green Isle, and I based some chariots.
That's right, because you were over at Steve's.
I was at Steve Gerdman's place.
Yeah, so you actually had the opportunity. You had no distractions.
Yeah, unfortunately, and I was doing was watching the H3 podcast, enjoying that, and then. Such plugs. I wish I could have hobbied 2 more hours, but I decided to sleep 2 more hours. I probably could have
selfish.
I should have based the Iron Orcs. I didn't get that done.
I brought the Red Bull specifically so you could be awake on Friday. The Red Bull drink, Red Bull vodka, and you shamed it. And you took the sleep.
Well, you know what actually really helped me? I got a lot of hobby done on 2 Saturdays before Buckeye Battles, maybe a month and a half out. We had like those 2 hobby days, like 2 weeks in a row. Those were huge. That's when I built like 2 chariots.
We need more hobby days.
We do need more hobby days. I love the hobby days. Like they're so good. You get to watch some like great B movies and shout outs to Gods of Egypt. That movie was awful, but I love it so much.
Perfect to have on. We were on.
I mean, because I got those chariots done. I got like a lot of my ferals done. I redid some stuff with my ferals too. You know, covered up some 8th edition mistakes. Yeah, it was like awesome, but I didn't get enough hobby done. I only got a 15 on my paint score.
And then there was one thing I wanted to do when we were finished with our hobby segments was, so what was everyone's actual paint score?
Yeah, well, this is interesting. At Buckeye Battles, I like how they're doing this. I feel like you're going to see this more and more at tournaments, is self-judging your paint score. Like, you know, they give you the score sheet. You look at it, and then you mark the categories you apply for. And then they kind of do a little more additional judging on the armies that are, it's because some armies just are never going to make it for best painted. Let's be honest. Like I'm never looking to get best painted out of my army. I would love to get like in the 20s, like on my paint scores. That's like my dream.
And the thing is, when you only have like an hour, if that was it for lunch, and you're expecting this paint judge to go around and look at 100 armies.
Yeah,
like
I think they did it over all day one. I think they got it all done day one, which is really impressive in itself.
Only having 2 judges to do it too.
Yeah,
right? It's just not feasible.
Although
self-judging is great.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but the time the paint judge came around too,
you had all your models.
I had all my models all over the board. It was the same thing I had at Adepticon. The paint judge comes up. I'm like at the end of a game. I'm getting crushed. Spoiler. I'm getting like wrecked. So like all my models are like on my display board, just in a pile. And they're like, "Oh, can we look at your army?" And it's like, "Can I set it up real quick?"
This diorama is called the Garbage Dump.
Yeah, this diorama is called the Pit of Despair.
The 0-20.
The 0-20. So yeah, I didn't get enough hobby done. I only got a 15, which I think was somewhat fair, but unfair. Especially because I just don't think I feel like I could have got 1 point for the Great Green Idol because that's a cool conversion.
It is,
and I got a lot of compliments on it. People really liked it.
I also got a 15 on my paint because I very clearly had a lot of unfinished paint, and that was the definition for that score was at least one or some unfinished models. Mm-hmm. Even though I had 3 colors and everything, there was stuff like some of my unit fillers weren't properly painted. Obviously, my Gore-Tox weren't finished, but I think 15 was probably appropriate for what I got. Though, like obviously, my army has a lot of conversions in it.
It could have helped. It could have helped you on day 2.
A few free hands, but yeah, it could help.
You just got to pay more.
Sure.
All right, your Resident Evil player got that solid 0. I don't think I'll ever get out of the basement.
Did you really get a 0?
Yeah, they gave me a 0.
I mean, you had just base code, or not even the base, like just undercoated ones, right?
Yeah, I just paint. It's like a tournament. So between now and Strength and Numbers, I'll get 1 unit done. Between Strength and Numbers and Michigan GT, I'll get another unit done.
You spent too much time on that Phoenix.
that Elemental Beast Incarnate model. That's a count as for my Phoenix. I've probably put like at least 30 hours into it.
People have put effort into armies less than into that single model.
Which, granted, the Phoenix, that model is looking really great. Like, and those bolt throwers you painted, they look really great. But it's like that's less than 1,000 points of your army, 4,500 point army. So it's like
it just looks the paint score. Like, you give me a painted army, I'll be smashing out there.
Yeah.
I play for the Mike Smith Award every single tournament.
I'm thinking
as a general.
What you got to do over time is just batch paint your entire army. So just get 1 color down on everything.
Yeah.
And then next tournament, another color down on everything. And so eventually you're gonna have a 25 paint score.
Yeah. I mean, that's genius.
Over the course of several years.
Yeah. Over the course of 15
2.5 years later.
I finally got best painted.
What is that?
2 years and he's old man? Yeah. Wow.
The ghost from Indiana Jones.
We really don't have a lot of time left, do we?
We really don't.
You know, life is so short, isn't it? You got to get that best painted award while you can.
Just coming into Buckeye battles with Walker.
Yeah. What did unfortunately Maxwell Lepore couldn't be here today.
He got the most help from Nate for sure.
He did. Oh, like he
entire units.
Yeah. Like I remember he got like the silver, like the armor on all his Imperial Guard. Maxwell Lepore brought a really cool. He got a lot of old Kiesel models, back from what, like 7th edition? Storm of Chaos.
That was 6, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 6, yeah. Storm of Chaos was 6.
I feel like it was 7.
I mean, it was 7, excuse me. I think it was 6. 6th was,
the General's Companion?
Yeah, and then
that came out,
was the Lustrian campaign. With like the...
6 might have...
What was the one with Albion?
That's what I was thinking. I think their Albion was 6th edition.
Because there's what was Truthsayer? That Truthsayer model?
Truthsayers, Dark Emissaries.
Yeah, was that
Babies?
Fellbeast.
Not Fellbeast.
Fenbeast.
Fenbeast.
Good call. 2 points to Alex. Ding ding. So what did Mook get like a 24? Didn't he?
Mook's got a good paint score.
Yeah, which is actually impressive because he felt like he didn't do enough.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, he slapped on base coats and highlighted here or there.
We saw the amount of progress he had done like the night before.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
So much to do.
The dude didn't work the whole week because he pretty much left his job at the hospital. Mm-hmm. He's working as a transporter at a hospital. He left that because his bae was like, "Bae, you need to get like a grown up man job.
Good boy job.
Support me as your wife." Just kidding. No, he just got a little more fancy day job. It's pretty cool. I didn't realize he was grinding at work today.
Dude, he's been grinding it quick. Yeah. That's all I do. Work your 60 hours.
Yeah. So he had the whole week off before Buckeye out, and he actually made pretty good use of it. I mean,
he waited till the 48th hour. It was like it was like Majora's Mask. It was ding 72 hours.
I feel like,
and he just cranked out an entire army in like 3 days.
Max got a 24 for paint.
Good for him.
Jesus, he got a 24 for paint.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's not even done yet. Like it's probably like if it's fully done, he's gonna get this is gonna be James Silva.
Well, I feel like once I feel like once that army's fully done, has a really cool display board,
he will have it.
That's a best painted army. Mm-hmm. No doubt.
For
like If he doesn't win that, I would be like so surprised. Like if he took that same army to like Buckeye battles,
so many
or Adepticon,
unique
cool models, cool conversions, like everything. I mean, everything that unit. I mean, like could unit fillers here and there with like the bears. I love that little bear like unit filler. It's adorable. It's so cool. Like I don't know how he's not going to win best paint at like a future tournament.
That model's really rare too. That bear model, the GW.
Well, sort of rare.
So the confidential secret's sort of rare, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So do we want to take a break, I guess, after this hobby session, and then we'll jump into beginning of Buckeye battles or game?
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. Here is some smooth jazz. And we're back, and we're going to talk about player reports. So we're going to start with Alex. Alex, how did you do at Buckeye Battles?
So the way we're going to organize this is we're going to go player by player instead of round by round, just so we can keep it consistent with the armies and matchups.
And we're not even gonna talk about the doubles.
Yeah,
Doubles was fun, but
it is fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's how our whole group feels about doubles too. It's always just a fun thing to do.
Yep. So my round one was up against a Vermin Swarm player who brought just about everything in the book that you would expect a Vermin Swarm to take nowadays. He had the 3 gunnery teams. He had the Pendulum Horde.
2 meat grinders.
Yeah. Or actually, that was one thing he didn't have that I was expecting. He had no meat grinders in his list because I think he only had 1 unit of Clan Rats in addition. Because he also had a couple units of like Plague Disciples who were just hanging around with their flails looking for chaff to clean up. 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, or whatever they're called now, Lightning Cannons.
Yeah.
He also had a Dreadmill because I believe
Dreadmill's amazing.
And a unit of what are they called now?
Vermin Hulks?
Vermin Hulks, that's it.
Oh, he did have Vermin Hulks.
Yeah, he had a unit of 6.
Those are pretty crazy.
Yeah.
6. Oh.
He had a unit of 6. Or it might have been 5, but still larger than minimum.
This is pretty scary.
And they would have been scary, but
it would have been.
Well, some positioning was weird due to terrain. I made it really difficult for him. I believe he actually had to choose table side because this was the blind deployment in round 1.
Yeah.
I
guess, for those who don't know, Buckeye Battles, round 1 is always blind deployment, which is always fun. It's interesting. I think it's a really unique twist on the game setup. And
where some people will usually just kind of spread their stuff out across the board to make sure no flank will be especially vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
I, in this round, specifically hoarded all my stuff in the left side. I just planned to sweep over them. And because of the way terrain was set up, I don't know if he really got a good look at the board before he chose the table side. Because when he came back over, when we removed the shade in the center, his Vermin Hulks were positioned in such a way where it was going to be very difficult for them to charge anything. They basically got stopped up by terrain.
Like they're in front of a building or something?
Or a ruin or something like that. So they would have had to take dangerous terrain. It was just kind of inconvenient. And then in addition to that, for some reason he had his Dreadmill behind a unit. I don't remember what.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
I know, and I think what his plan was for it to counter ambushers.
Oh, that's not a terrible idea, though.
Right. So
they don't come on until turn 2, though.
Well, that was the thing. I don't know if he knew that because that was the thing I had to explain to a few of my opponents. Is I didn't take the hunting call.
Yeah, which is so weird. Yeah, I guess that's probably like a norm for people to play beast
expecting beast ambush on turn 1.
Yeah.
I did not take the hunting call, and so my ambush didn't come on until later after stuff had settled, and I was better able to figure out where they should go without being vulnerable. And so this game ended up a 19-1 in my favor. Some highlights include terror check on the unit of Clan Rats with BSB in it.
Oh,
yeah, they did not enjoy that.
Like what?
Leadership 9 reroll? 9 or 10?
I think it was 9.
Reroll? That's pretty rough. Yeah.
Let's see some other stuff that was bad.
The lightning cannons probably didn't do anything all game.
That was one thing. Yeah, the lightning cannons did really horribly.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Because the first turn with Dark Rain, I was suspect that he even fired them at all because they needed 6s. And so at that point, I don't run War Machines out because I play Beast Herds. So at that point, I wouldn't even fire them.
I don't know. You almost kind of got to risk it.
Really?
Yeah, you got to go for 6s.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get your use.
Well, you play bolt throwers.
Well,
so
I'd say he would get +1 to hit against your large targets.
You would, yeah.
Are they actual cannons?
Yeah, they're still normal. They still follow the cannon roll, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's long range.
Something. Well, yeah, so you'd be like hitting on like
it was still
5s. Yeah.
You'll be
no, it'd be like
they have different range than normal cannons do, though.
I guess I don't know what the range is. Yeah. Well, even at long range, you're still hitting at 5 minutes.
We determined it was 6. But
he just gave him a 6. You're hitting on a 6.
Yeah, you're just going to hit a 6.
But it's a 5.
But he misfired regardless. There was volatile results that were not good for him. One of them ran out of ammo, and another one just couldn't hit.
Dude, I think the Vermin Swarm misfire chart's hilariously not that bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I feel like it's too lenient.
Well, it's funny because which is funny because I feel like the normal misfire chart is kind of rough actually.
Yeah, you have a 1 in 3 chance of never being able to fire again.
And like the two or the I mean even like the not shooting for turn's rough.
Yeah.
You know, even losing a wound's rough every time too.
Yeah, because now that you're more vulnerable than ever
Yeah.
to shooting.
Yeah, but it's just like but the Vermswarm's like
Yeah.
Well,
now I'm much higher strength than I would go out of mine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny because we played against the Vermswarms. Jeremy Schweitzer had Vermswarms with Mike Jake Murphy in the doubles, and he rolled a misfire, and he rolled like a 2, and it was just like it took a wound, and I was like, what?
Oh, that's it?
What? I was like, that's it? That's all you're gonna suffer? Whatever.
So it's not so volatile after all.
Yeah. So what was your game 2 like?
That was against a basically the bane of my existence, the tree list.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so Avatar of Nature, 2 Tree Fathers, a couple of Eagles, units of Dryads, and this was one of the lists we reviewed in our previous podcast.
Mark Gettler, is that you?
No.
No, it's Filcaro, right?
Filcaro.
Oh, the
The double Thicket Shepherd in the unit of Thicket Beast.
Pretty much the only army that's better in a forest than you.
Yeah. Anyway.
He just looks left and right, shifty eyes.
This game was a 3-17 for me, unfortunately. Mike Gortok had some really bad rolls in this game. I had a Gortok and a Razor Tusk Chariot charge a normal Tree Father, and both died.
Ugh. What?
Yes. This was not in one round of combat.
Oh, okay.
But still,
I was
both
like,
died.
holy.
Like, it was bad.
That's pretty bad.
Fathers aren't even like.
Tree Fathers are great.
They're good in combat, but they're not crazy.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they're not like anything.
Because they're just like strength 6, like 5 attacks.
6, 5 attacks. Yeah.
Let's go 5 or
Crush
something.
attack if they want to.
Oh, the crush attack's interesting.
Yeah.
But you lose all those attacks. Yeah, I'm
What's your high weapon skill?
Yeah, the weapon skill 5, right?
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
So,
But you have hatred and impact hits.
I didn't roll a single lethal strike all game.
Oh, that's rough.
And because
Yeah, you really can't do anything at that point.
I had that fight there, and then the other Gortok in the unit of Thicket Beast, I was trying to take out his BSB early, because I knew that one of the weaknesses of his list is he's only leadership 9 only.
Yeah.
But if I take out the BSB early, it means if I do somehow in a combat at some point,
Yeah.
it means that he's going to be testing on not so great.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Thicket Beasts are only 8, right?
right. He's stubborn basically everywhere, and the Avatar has a radius of 18-inch leadership 9,
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
and he keeps it in the center of his army.
Well, you should, I feel like.
But yeah, so I tried to go into his Thicket Beast, and the unit Thicket Beast there with the Gortok, and over like 3 rounds of combat, and a single equal strike roll.
Ugh.
It was not great.
Damn. Over 3 rounds of combat?
Yeah.
That's a lot of combat for that roll.
Yeah.
Signal 6.
21 attacks.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
But yeah, so the rolling was poor for the Gortoks, and they really needed to pull it out in order for me to even have a chance in this game, and they just didn't.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate. So the next game was up against a Vampire Government player who was running a unique Strigoi list.
Oh, yeah.
He had the Bestial Bulk Strigoi Lord in a unit of Ghasts. I think that's what they're called, the Ghasts. The big ghouls, basically.
Yep.
With a Ultra of Undeath riding behind them. 2 smaller units of like 25-ish ghouls, I think it was. Like 25, 30.
That's a lot of ghouls.
That's not nuts.
I mean, I was scared of him. But he wasn't running them in hordes or anything like that.
Well, they're only niche like 2, right?
I think they're in 3, maybe. But they do have 2 attacks of poison. So that's...
Oh, you should run 10 wide then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would run
When you have more than one
I'd
attack.
go 10 wide too, but
Yeah.
So I was expecting, but he didn't.
Yeah. Oh.
So we had those 2 units of ghouls. One had a vampire in it. Another Strigoi. I think he was giving them some kind of effect, but I don't quite remember because it didn't help.
Yeah.
And then he had a necromancer.
He was trying to do this, but I just
happen.
crushed.
Well, it was a 20-0 in my favor. I will say the Gortoks made up for their lack of performance in the.
What did they kill in this game? Everything.
do we have a Gortok like kill count? Like what?
I had 2 Gortoks and a Razor Tusk Chariot in the flank of one of those ghoul units
Oh.
in contact with that vampire.
Oh, I'm sure they just mopped him up.
I don't even know if they did a wound back. Like,
That's right.
it was bad.
You went poison too.
Like, it was 1 round of combat, they were gone.
Wow.
It was that much
That's
overhead.
pretty crazy.
I think I actually had enough combat res by 1 to wipe the unit.
Wow.
But yeah.
That sounds about right there with all the thunderstorms and everything.
But the unit popped there.
Do they get like a regen save? Well, because he has
he had the Ultra of Undeath.
like he only have 1,
He only had the 1.
and they have a 6 up normally, don't they?
Yeah, no.
No. Okay.
But what happened is earlier in his last turn, he had foregone the regen to do the EMP pulse. because he was surrounded by one unit of ambushers and a centaur.
That's fair.
So he would have lost it in the next turn.
Yeah.
He did not put the 6-up regen on his ghouls, and in exchange, he actually did definitely save his altar for a couple turns.
That's fair.
But in wiping that unit of ghouls, both Gortoks then overran into the gassed unit's flank. And it was pretty sad.
Because the thing is, if you get those lethal strikes out, they don't even get their regen.
Exactly.
That's
Thankfully,
gross.
his lord still had a ward save.
That's good.
But it was...
That's gross, though.
It was gross.
Yeah.
It was not good for him.
Yeah.
So that game was a 20-0 for me.
It's coming up. I'm sorry about the little Windows thing. I'm going to edit that out. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Game 4.
Game 4, I went up against a guy we'd been drinking with the previous night. His Warriors of Chaos.
Sleep League? No, I was kidding.
His Warriors of the Dark Gods. He was running a unique list that I think we gave him some flack in the review.
That's Valdez,
James
right?
Valdez.
Yeah.
3 units of knights.
I don't know. It just was a goofy looking list. Although he had a cool looking army, though.
For sure.
I like the Beholder.
The Beholder was nice.
Yeah. He had just a Beholder as a Disc Lord, right?
He had 2 Disc Lords, so that's Lord of Chaos of Change on a disc.
Yep.
One with the Jack's Pickaxe, one with the Burning Blade. And it was definitely a terrifying army.
Which one was the Beholder?
I believe that was the Jack's Pickaxe one.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because he actually had the old GW Zinch Sorcerer with the actual Burning Blade.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Appropriate. But yeah, so this list was scariest for me specifically, just because I feel like Warriors and Knights and Chosen especially are very difficult for me, because I have nothing in my army that matches them on initiative, so I need to rely on magic to even get to attack in a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the armor saves to mitigate my number of attacks, and it's just like, where do I succeed? I have to get the fights, and in this case, it didn't happen.
I mean, they're fast, too.
That's the thing, because he's running 3 units of Knights.
Yeah.
Like, everything's faster than me.
They just move at 7?
I think they're 8 still.
No, they don't get affected by Barney?
Maybe they're probably still 7 then.
Okay, yeah.
They're probably 7. But yeah, it was...
I mean, 7's still fast. Like, it's faster than a lot of your units.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this list I had a very difficult time keeping tabs on. He outmaneuvered me on the left flank significantly. I tried early on to get a long-ish, I think it was like a 9 charge, with one of my Gortoks into, I think it was one of the night units that had moved up. I think we just, because this was the refused flank deployment, I believe.
Yeah, I think that was round 4. Yeah.
So I think we were only 18 inches away, and maybe
that was like round 3. No, that was round 2.
Regardless, it was a not out of the realm of possibility charge for my Gortok to one of these units of Knights, and it just didn't happen. And that flank just kind of...
Round 4 was counter deploy for Crown Thrust.
Yeah,
that's right. It was counter thrust.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Because Diagonal was round 2, Blind was round 1, and round 3 was...
Round 3 was
the weird L one, or the weird, like, pitchfork one.
Oh, with the defender and
defender. Yeah. I was called pitchfork.
In circle.
That's what it is, in circle. Yeah.
So this game just kind of went south for me very quickly. So I had to figure out where I could succeed elsewhere. And it ended up with, I want to say he kind of misdeployed his BSB. I think he actually, he had said that during the game. Was he had his BSB and a unit of Knights basically sitting on its own with a unit of dogs on the left flank. And then there was this big gap in his army. And then you had the rest on the right flank coming around. Because there was a very large building that was separating his deployment zone.
Interesting.
And I don't think the Warriors on foot would have been fast enough to march through it.
No.
But yeah. So
what the game ended up?
The game ended up being an 8-12.
Oh, that's not even bad.
That's the thing. I was very satisfied with a small loss. Because I felt personally...
Who got the objective that game?
Nobody. Because I had a unit of 5 centaurs. This was
hold the center, right?
No, this was a secure target. So you had the two objectives.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I had a unit of 5 centaurs with paired weapons.
Did they run Drunken?
Yes, in this game I ran them both
drunk. With their Drunken,
right?
I
ran them both drunk.
It's so nice.
It's so good you can just choose if you want to score unit.
Yeah, it's such a toolbox.
I had this unit of 5 with paired weapons, drunk, charge the unit of warriors that was sitting on the objective, and I had the +1 attack armor piercing totem on them. So you're looking at 4 attacks per model.
Strength 6?
Strength 5. Armor piercing 4. So he gets no armor save.
Jeez.
They wound on 3s.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the hatred.
Oh.
Which is what turned it for him. Because after going to hit and wounds...
So you would have won the objective
if I did one more.
Wow.
There was a single warrior left in that unit.
And he held?
Well, because we strike at assignment initiative, he just wiped me.
Oh.
Yeah. It's no problem for it. 5 wounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah. It came down to a single wound.
Wow.
He had one warrior with a standard bear sitting on the objective.
Only had the skull.
That's pretty cool.
We had the skull.
Yeah, only had the skull. And
then in the opposite corner, I just had my gore.
Wild one where you get 1 apple.
6.
Take a drink and some gore.
Yeah. But it was an 8-12, and I was satisfied because even though I felt like
because that would have been a small win for you then.
It would have been a small win if I'd gotten that single win.
Yeah, you got that single one.
But it was still a good game.
Yeah, failed that hatred test though.
Yeah,
I know like the Beast Searcher this has been named hatred.
You're just in every round.
Yeah, I mean, don't even test for it. It's just you just get rerolls all the time. You know what?
I've only had an item like that too.
You should probably just get reroll the wounds too. What do you think about that?
You should just have to be forced to concede the game.
They get 20 attacks on the charge and instant death. That's so overpowered.
Mortal wounds. Reference. All right, so
I just want to give the fans here listening in drink count right now. So that's incorrect GW terms. Alex is at 2, I'm at 1, and you're at 0 right now.
I'm not professional, When you're on the content team.
Yeah. When you're on the content team. It's not dealing with army books. So Alex is.
I told you guys how the content team. I guess I could probably talk about this, but I mean the content team, wants us to, use 9th Age terms.
Everyone has to.
Yeah,
they put it up for everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for everybody on the different teams, which it makes total sense. I mean, honestly, most of the name changes I like. Mm-hmm. There's very few that
Bad Scholar.
There's very few names. There's a couple bugaboos here and there.
I love Asfad. Get out of here.
Sin Spears. It's just like the farmer comes out back. Like you have gore.
It's okay. I feel like a lot of armies conscript people though. I feel like a lot of armies conscript.
I think Citizen Spear. I think this peasant goes out back.
The 2 best names. Off topic, obviously.
Yeah, this is
the
really
2 best names in 9th Age right now are 1, the Gargantua.
I love the Gargantua. That was clever. That was really fun.
And then 2, Tullius's teeth in the Vampire Covenants book.
That's one of the magic.
It's a magic item.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like, who is getting these gold teeth for a skeleton?
Love it.
No love for Roland's talisman. Right? No.
What is that, KOB?
Who?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Who? What?
My last game was up against Beasters. This was actually my first time, I think, ever
mirror match Beasters.
Playing against Beasters.
And you're probably like, oh god, this army's so powerful. Oh, so overpowered.
I want to say his list could have used some work.
Ooh.
So that would be
what was he running? I guess let's get a little.
So he was running a Gore Horse. I did it again. Wildhorn Herd, larger than mine. Shocking.
What, like 50?
40 something.
Well, what are you at? Like 37?
That's 34.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little low.
35 bodies in the unit.
That's low. That's on the lower side of reports, yeah.
Especially one without protection. Like once you start losing bodies, you lose them fast. But anyway, he had a larger Wildhorn unit than mine, and he was running both his characters.
Yeah.
Oh, he had 3. He had his Beast Lord and his Chieftain BSB in that unit on either side. So he made sure that if I had a smaller unit in there, I couldn't get both characters at the same time. But unfortunately for him, I got both Gortox in there, and they ended up on either corner, and I allocated the attacks on each character and had them both. Yeah, it was not a good time for him.
Yeah. That's gross.
It was really
That's
brutal.
Gross.
It was really brutal.
Very brutal.
Ultra brutal. Yeah. He also had a couple units of dogs, which did not stand up to throwing weapons.
Did you take him as core, or?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
He had 2 ambushing units of mongrels. The 20 packs.
Oh my gosh.
The 20 packs with spears and musicians.
Oh, those probably died in a stiff breeze.
One took a single leadership test and fled off the board, and the other one got side charged by a chariot and was overrun.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, actually, one of them rear charged my unit of.
He just bounced off.
That's the thing. One of them rear charged my unit of my halberd longhorns and lost combat.
Oh my gosh! I think they probably didn't confess their hatred test.
No, I think they did.
Well, leadership 6.
Leadership 6.
Oh my gosh! Even when they do, they're just like.
But that's the thing. I don't even think he wounded me.
I'm picturing Goombas and spears.
Seriously, can you imagine like mongrels being like, and then just like a longhorn just like.
It's like the troglodytes from Heroes 3.
Oh
Heroes
my
Might
God.
Magic 3. It's just like
I hate to rag on this guy, but it's like he's throwing like stones up against a brick wall.
Seriously?
Like, what is he
Well, no,
expecting?
seriously. That I mean, you're not gonna break that block.
No.
Like, I feel like that charge is. That's a pointless charge. You're not gonna break that block. It's got body.
At this point, I
You're
think,
barely gonna win combat.
to be fair to the guy, I think he was kind of consigned to the
He's
game
just
being done
kind
at that
of like
point.
just kind of ready to get
Because
over
at
it.
that point, I'd already gotten his characters.
Yeah, that's fair. At a certain point, you just get done with the
I
game.
forgot
Yeah.
that.
And he didn't even have magic for most of his game, because when the first time I made that gore unit, Wildhorn unit flee, he was running his Mongol Raiders with his mage in it behind that unit of Wildhorns. So the Wildhorns fled through them. They failed their panic test, and I think for 3 straight turns that
Wow,
mage
they
was running.
just
toward the
fled.
table
That's
edge.
right. What war was he running?
He's running Shaman.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know how much that would have helped him. Maybe a couple places. Have a little break the spirit. Maybe.
and the thing, he had Break the Spirit on those Longhorns 2 turns in a row, and I didn't even move.
Who cares?
Because he had a unit of Minotaurs that was threatening them,
Oh yeah.
and I never even let him get to me until way later in the game after I'd already taken multiple models off. the
Yeah.
unit. One round I had an Impaler go in and kill a Minotaur. Another
I thought the
round
Impaler was garbage.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty crappy.
it was garbage for the rest of the tournament, but for this game specifically, it killed a Minotaur. And
Sorry.
then
We've had a long debate about whether or not the Impaler is good or not.
And then I had a unit of Centaurs throwing weapons just sitting alongside that Minotaur unit out of its arc of sight and just throwing weapons at it every turn.
Yeah. I'm sure that was probably doing a couple wounds every turn.
Yeah.
Everything but the kitchen sink. Spoons, knives,
Yeah.
poop,
Right.
you name it. Just
Yeah.
open an X.
What do Minotaurs do against strength 4 shots? No.
Yeah, nothing. You really can't. I
So,
love Centaurs. So good.
end of tournament for the
Yeah,
Alex Meyer featured
what's
player.
the total?
I had 70 battle points.
Nice.
Nice, that's pretty
With
good.
the Japtics and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my secondary
Eight was
question.
15. What did you do in sports?
Sports?
In sports?
I would hope
I
so.
didn't even think to ask that, but my secondary question would be: what was the Impaler kill count and what were your Gortok kill count?
Yeah.
The Gortoks did all the work. Really.
Yeah. Well, I feel like
except for against the tree list.
yeah.
What was the coolest thing they killed?
And against James Valdez, they were pointless there too.
What was the coolest thing they killed all week?
Really, they
The
couldn't
Vampire
help out
Lord.
against the warriors?
Vampire Lord. That's pretty sweet.
What's that?
They couldn't kill warriors.
They should. I
No,
mean, that's
because he had the 2 characters.
That's true. Those characters cool model.
Yeah,
Those
they'll
2
zone
characters
them.
Yeah,
killed them both
they're
single-handedly.
Yeah,
They'll zone them
they're
by
pretty perfect,
themselves
yeah.
in like one
Yeah.
turn.
I mean, you'd have to get really lucky to get some really long charges off. I feel like against those many
The
units.
Burning Blade and the Jack's Pickaxe made sure.
Yeah,
But,
it takes like
yeah,
not
but
even a combat round to kill him with the Burning Blade and Jack's pickaxe.
Well, because Burning Blade does D3 wounds.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
like no armor. Not that it has any.
Yeah. Not that it has saves, but still.
I got a 25 for sports.
Good job.
Nice.
You're a nice guy.
You're a gentleman and scholar.
All right. So yeah. Where'd you place up overall? You're looking at
It was
20 spot?
20th place.
That's
So,
pretty solid.
up the.
20 out of 100. That's really good. 102. That's really good. Good on you,
Paint a
Alex.
little better.
Only paint a little better. Yeah, but you didn't get best beasters, right?
Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, because it went to Bob Chenevert,
Yeah.
a really great research player, really great just opponent in general. Guy from I believe the Toledo-ish area.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He absolutely deserved it. He wrecked this tournament with his beast herds.
For those who don't know, cool thing about Buckeye Battles is they do best of every army. Because I mean, at 100-player tournament, there's enough different, enough people playing different every army basically. I mean, every army was represented.
Yeah.
So you have enough people playing that you can actually do best beast herds, best Sorkin goblins, best
Whoa, I need to stop you
hybrid
there.
elves.
Fishborn were not there at the tournament.
Fishborn.
Fishborn army book.
You mean the ocean?
Do you mean the?
That's a drink.
That's
a
an official
drink.
army book.
That is an official army book. That's a drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Still down.
You know about that?
No. Is that like a custom? Is it like a?
Do you not remember this?
Oh my god, this April
No.
1st.
This was
joke.
2 April Fools ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
They released a full army book for the
Ocean
Oceanborn
Board.
army.
The 9th age?
Yeah, they were
Says you
represented.
still download
You
it.
still download it. It's so good.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's really
Chuck's gonna show the
it's
strength
basically
and numbers.
Sylvan Elves, but with water features.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna show up with like Fishborn and strength and numbers.
But yeah,
They're like, all right, guys, put this whole Fishborn list together in 2 weeks.
you say that? I thought about making it.
Stop! What are you gonna bring like Murloc?
Yeah, I don't need
models?
another army.
Alright, so we're impressed with you, Alex. You did a good job.
I was impressed. I did not expect to do that.
You did the well. I don't. We're not gonna spoil anything there, but All right. So next up here is
Andre Wheats.
Andre Wheats. No Emilio connection to John Andre from like the Revolutionary War. Okay. Anyways, we're going with Buckeye. I just watched Turn, like season 3 from AMC. It's on Netflix. It's a really good series. Check it out. Anyways.
Yeah, we'll cut this out, everybody.
Why would you cut that out?
We're not cutting anything out.
Exactly. We're doing it live. Okay. Anyways, the point is, Highborn Elves. Andrew Wheaties himself played.
We
tournament.
forgot to go over lists.
We can edit that.
Well, Alex ran the basic V-Star list.
You guys went over your list. If you want to know,
it was kind of different. Actually, go over the list real quick.
I don't know what was in it.
That's right. I'm gonna go.
You have a video of your lists. You just did last week. If someone wants to know, they can
that's
just
true.
watch that.
In fact, I was the first time I listed.
That's true. If you want to look at Alex's list, check out our other podcast. Plug. Go ahead, Andrew.
Now, it's pertinent for me to go over my list because my list wasn't in that grouping for some reason. So, go over my list. It was on time. Ask Jeff.
Sure.
You can do it.
That's the story.
It's not a story. You ask Jeff. It's on time.
Okay.
Anyways, so Buckeye Battles 2017. Here I am. My first opponent was actually my list. I should go over that first. My list was a kind of what I usually run: double white lion chariots. So I have a board on a white lion chariot with 4 up. He's got the reaver bow on him. A hero BSB with it's a little bit different this time around because I put the reaver bow on the board. So the hero's got a 1-up armor.
Should be the great bow you do.
Yeah, take a drink. That's a drink. I like that build though. That he's got the bow on him.
So you do something at the beginning of the game. First couple turns.
Well, because how much is the bow? Like 70 points.
Yeah.
So you can still fit the dragon helm, the bow, the 4 board sitting on him.
Yeah, they route you have to go.
That's solid. It's great.
And then the hero, because I took on him the Bluffer's Helm and the 6+ Ward Save, a talisman of.
How'd that go? How'd that turn out?
Lesser Shielding. That thing was absolutely worthless. I made 1 6+ Ward Save the entire tournament. A Bluffer's Helm, fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I mean, he's only T4, but I mean, you even get the rerolls.
Yeah, make it strength 5, reroll the 1-up.
Yeah.
It can be worth it. I figured I would try to go that route. So
I guess it's either that or the demon helm, right?
Yeah, but you can't take a ward save or anything. I mean, you can take a 6-up, but you can't really. It's not survivable taking the Bluffer's Helm.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love the 6 Ward Save talisman. For 10 points, even if it doesn't make it in one game, it'll make it in another game. That makes it worth 10 points.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'd rather take the lucky. Lucky Charm.
Yeah.
I almost would rather take the Lucky Charm.
Yeah. Sometimes you fail.
Sometimes you don't get armor saves.
Sometimes you fail a 6-up.
Some guy comes up with a Sans stall, hooks your guy 4 times.
I mean, statistically, statistically the ward save is better, but or whatever. So we have those 2 chariots on the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then my magic was just a 4-spell Asphed Scholar Mage Apprentice.
Wizard Apprentice.
Wizard Apprentice, yeah, Mage, whatever you want to call him. 4 spells, Asphed Scholar on Divination.
Shielding Scroll, right?
Shielding Scroll to protect against fire magic. So the rest of my list filled out to be 2 units of 5 Highborn Lancers, 1 with a Champ, 1 with a Muso, a unit of 18 Archers with a Triple March Banner, full command, a unit of 10 Archers with Muso, 10 Skirmishing White Lions, and then Trip Bolt Throwers. So kind of compact. There's not really any big block there. So, but the reason why I took the Champion on the Highborn Lancers was to use as a secondary unit when you break ranks and stuff. You can put the chariots in that unit. And my list as concept overall was just to combat other people thinking pyromancy.
How many square usage did you have?
I had 4.
That's good.
So the Lancers were kind of dual purpose. They could either be chat, they could score, they could house the chariot characters, break ranks.
Yeah,
so
that works.
Yeah.
All right. So game 1.
Game 1. Todd. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Wyatt. W-I.
Todd Wyatt. Right?
Is it Todd Wyatt? W-I-A-T-T. Yeah. So I played Vermin Swarm. On paper, his list, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna get tisk on his list. Not that great. He's just got 2 Warblade he can't, so I got to worry about. In game, opinion totally changed. So I didn't really, even though I'm pretty fairly invested in 9th Age, we all are here in our little group.
Of course, yeah.
I didn't really, no one's Vermstorm player around our area. So
no, we don't have any Vermstorm players.
Not yet, anyway.
So we need to see how good those.
Steve keeps threatening about it, but I hope he never does it.
We all hope he never does.
Oh my gosh.
I can't stand Vermstorms.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean, if he does,
they're like the kind of person he'll turn into.
Turn into a monster for speed.
I mean, I just think Vermin Swarms are one of those armies that are like,
they corrupt you as a person.
They're really, if you play them, you really love them, but everyone else just hates your army. No matter how good it looks, no matter how well painted it is, people are just gonna hate the fact that Vermin Swarms.
I like Highborn Elves.
Huh?
I like Highborn Elves.
You like highborn elves?
No, the opposite.
Oh, that was really confusing.
Yeah, I was confused too. It's easy to hate on vermin swarms, in my opinion. They're just like they're probably one of the easiest armies to be like, I don't like that army.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like Dark Elf Skaven. Back in Second Age.
Skaven Dark Elves.
Skaven Dark Elves. Oh, this is Dark Elf army. That was an eighth when Dark Elves were crazy, dude.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to my game. So, my round 1 against Todd Wyatt, playing Vermin Swarm. His list on paper doesn't look good. In game, much better.
It was the globes, right? The globe.
So,
guys.
yeah, his list, just to break it down real quick, the key points on it: double warp lightning cannon, a couple blocks of troops, and then he had a single unit of the old plague sensor bears. I don't know the current name.
Plague Disciples.
Plague Disciples. Alex has got
Did he
it.
have a furnace?
No furnace.
Ooh,
Plague Disciples, but he had 2 units of the Grenadiers, as they're called now.
Yes, that's what really scared you, right?
Yeah, so we're playing blind deployment.
Well, which is because they're all toxic attacks. Right?
Yeah, not blind deployment. I probably do better because I could see where his cannons are, and his threat to my list is if his cannons take off my chariots, I don't have an answer pretty much to anything else.
No, yeah.
Oh, I forgot. My list has 2 Fire Phoenixes too, so I can also.
Yeah, I thought you didn't mention those. Yeah.
Just in case.
I thought I didn't hear that after the bolt throwers, and I couldn't tell if he said it earlier or not. But yes, don't worry. He took 2 fire phoenixes.
2s of everything pretty much is the theme of the list. So
except 3 bolt throwers.
Except 3 bolt throwers. Anyways, so blind deployment kind of screws me up because I'm trying to take out the cannons, right? Because if I take out the cannons, then I can kind of use my higher movement, the Fire Phoenix's chariots, might blah blah to get the price I want.
That's great.
So game comes down to like a turn 2. Doesn't come down specifically turn 2, but one of the big things that happens is turn 2. He moves up these rat swarms from behind a unit of 6 Vermin Hulk. I didn't know he could move through units. Chuck.
Yes, yeah.
So
you
he moves them up.
earlier.
Yeah, I told you guys earlier, but he moves them up in front. The fans don't know. Listen at home, at work, on the car. Anyways, these swarms move up through the Hulks. And I have a Phoenix like in the midfield, and I have like my 1 hero chariot with 5 Lancers in it. I could charge them. I'm like, well, I can't charge the swarms and fight the Hulks behind. I'll just charge them and stop. He's got them tilted a certain way. So it's like, oh, I can actually have this Phoenix that's got my sight of the Hulks to clip them, and then clip the Hulks, overrun from the swarms into the Hulks. So that's what I did. I was able to jump in his backfield. After some maneuvering, I got in a flank of his main unit of Storm Vermin. The old Storm Vermin, it's a drink. They're called what now? I don't know.
Storm Guard?
Vermin Guard.
Vermin Guard.
Oh, Vermin Guard now. And yeah, BSB in there in the Ratchet Mechanic. I got in the flank of them. I got another Phoenix to the front of them. Fought there for a while. Eventually ran over and stuff. At the end of the game, turn 6 came around. I got his cannons, shot his cannons, match it back and forth. I ended up getting a 15-5 because the objective of the game was 13-7 without objective, 12-8 without objective, and then
you won the objective.
Yeah, I won the objective for 15-5 because it was hold the middle, and I had 2 archer units there.
Yeah,
and then all he had left was his main bunker of clan rats with his level.
Drink. Rats at Arms.
So I know what plays Vermin Swarm are.
You're pretty good on those vermin swarms. So are you thinking about starting them?
I think
I played them all at tournaments.
That's true. You do. I feel like you do run into them.
Well, actually, this guy I played round 1, the Vermin Swarm player.
Yeah.
I played him 2 times before.
Oh.
Both times round 1 at Siege of Town.
Wow, that's kind of fun.
So yeah, so he had in his rat at arms, he had a mage with a master level mage with 4 spells in that unit, along with just a naked general with a halberd.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to give us that many.
Okay.
We're just trying to, get your coverage.
How many points was he exact?
I have no idea. Whatever. So then, I had a couple.
That's pretty solid though. 15-5.
15-5. Game 2 was against the infamous. I'm not going to be cheeky and say whatever. His name is Chris Hines. Skaven AZ. He's not VS.
Oh yeah. What was he playing this time?
Vampire and AZ.
Vampire and AZ.
Oh, that's right. Well, actually, no. I've seen some of his vampire battle reports. They're really fun.
Yeah. So I played.
I like the way he plays his vampires.
I played him round 2.
So.
Deployment kind of helped me out this game. This was diagonal, and I won it. I got to choose a side with a couple hills. This game, we both made a couple mistakes. I think the first mistake of the game I started off with, I set up a charge. I put moving up some zombies. I set up a charge where I put both my chariot characters in a unit with the champion of Lancers. So really, it's like they're 13 deep, effectively, so I have a rank behind them.
Yep.
Double impact hits. And I lined up a unit of 20 zombies, so I'd overrun and clip the flank of it. That's what I was thinking in my head. But for some reason, when I lined it up to the left and not the right. Basically, they crumbled, and I missed the unit.
And I hate it when that happens. when you're setting up this immaculate strategy in your head, and then when you mechanically move the stuff across the board, you just fail completely.
Because in my head, I was like, oh, I'm gonna chase these guys down. I have to overhang to the left, not the right, because you go center, right?
I'm just gonna put my unit in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Which happens. It happens.
Yeah, it's a great part.
I killed 17 zombies without crumble before that, and rolling packets.
Well, yeah, I mean,
You're gonna kill
that
zombies.
sounds about right. Yeah.
Anyway, so we made mistakes back and forth the entire game. He ended up my chariot lord, my hero, the lancers, and some bolt throwers survived. It was really cool combat where like 10 archers fight off 3. What's the vampire? Flying the mini flying T4 vampires like 3 attacks.
Vampire spawn.
Yeah, the vampire spawns now.
Yeah.
I had to use 10
to
archers.
resist saying bar guys like so hard.
I know that's what I wanted to say, but I didn't.
I like Barkalak. I think that's a good one.
It's a cool name.
That's the
Barkle.
Barkalak is a cool name. Yeah.
Yeah. So the highlight of that game though was 10
That probably spawn
archers.
makes sense too.
10 archers fighting against either 3 of them, killing them outright.
Wow.
Stand and shoot.
Just
and
because
fighting.
you struck first.
Yeah, I did like a wound or 2
That's
shooting.
pretty good because
and
they're
then I fought.
T4, right?
They're T4, but they're not safe.
Yeah, no save, but still, even T4.
There was only 1 left and I crumbled out.
Only strength 3 attacks though. That's pretty impressive.
Stand, shoot, and strength, and 10 attacks.
Yeah, they'll do it.
So we both made a couple of mistakes here and there. I got my lord killed his vampire lord in combat. His grave guard were able to swing around and get in my objective and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the game, he had a zombie unit make a 9-inch charge to a bolt thrower, and that overrun into like another bolt thrower. So at the end of the game,
Wait, the zombies killed a bolt
fast
thrower?
zombies.
yeah, they were far
Zombies
away.
killed a bolt thrower?
You get that?
Yeah,
Wow.
and they ran into another one. And
Go zombies.
yeah, what was it? They just made a 9-inch charge. What it was, which was really nice.
I guess they. I
Just
guess.
try zombies.
Oh, I
I
apologize.
guess they
You
have
know
the
what? They
combat
didn't
rates.
kill a bolt thrower. They killed something like else that uses chaff, and they overran into.
Okay.
And then they overran to a position that gave 9 inches away from a bolt thrower, and then they charged 9 inches into that bolt thrower.
Okay.
That's what it was. But the whole thing was the 9-inch charge pretty much got him to 10-10. We both
Yeah.
made mistakes throughout the entire game, but it was a good game. It was fun. It was a draw. 10-10.
That's pretty cool. You're probably gonna pop up on this
I
channel.
probably will. Yeah.
I haven't watched this battle for so long, but I really was enjoying it for a bit.
Yeah, that's why
I
I
was
told
enjoying
him.
his vampire ones
I just haven't been able
because I
to
feel like
catch
whenever he plays Vermisworms, he just crushes people.
it. Yeah.
I mean, like I don't know who he's playing,
Moose has played him.
Arizona.
Moose is playing him on UB, and it's
but oh yeah,
Moose said he played him twice. One game was close, and one game got destroyed. So, but yeah, it was a good game. It was a 10-10. I felt like I could have won if it was just because I made the mistake. I made the first mistake I feel against him, and then we both made mistakes off the game. It was a really fun game though. I would love to play him again.
Yeah.
He's a good opponent. And then my third opponent on day one, final opponent on day one, was none other than Alex's first opponent game 4, James Valdez and his Warriors.
Yeah.
And I've never had worse dice in a tournament than against
Wow.
James Valdez.
Man, no credit, James.
Honestly, he made some smart plays, but he probably admitted too that my dice were awful.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna touch three highlights throughout the game. The one true mistake I made was this is a game where you choose 3 different units for banners,
Yes. Yeah.
and he has 3 knight units and he has a warrior unit scoring. I should have chose a warrior unit scoring because I had Phoenix fly over it and fight it.
Oh yeah.
If I didn't, I chose 3 knight units just to make him try to hide one, but he didn't do that. He just like screw it and moving forward.
Yeah.
So the other 2 big highlights of the game, I had for 2 turns 3 bolt throwers at short range and divination magic, shooting at 2 disc lords. Right, these disc lords have a 1-up 4-up.
Yeah.
So I mean, divination magic should do some wounds, whether I get unerring strike or I get the fade off, the D6 one, because
Fate judgment.
Fate's Judgment.
Fate's Judgment. They got 1 up armor saves.
I got actually 2 wounds both times to cast Fate Judgment on one of them. I
Really?
got one
Wow.
wound through one time, one wound
You're
through the
gonna roll
second
one
time.
special?
That's
Yeah,
true. That's
he
fair.
doesn't get a
Yeah.
war, he just gets a 1-up armor. And so anyways,
Because Fate's Judgment is you just roll the hits and then that's.
you just roll the wounds, and then there's no secondary.
Well, you just roll a d6 and that's how many
That's
wounds
the
they
wounds
suffer.
suffered.
Yeah.
No
that's
regen
really good.
award.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I did.
I mean, you should do the upcast one. That's really good. I mean,
Yeah,
d6.
I had like 8 dice, 7 dice, I throw 3 at
That's
one
a Phoenix
before
killer.
Yeah.
When you're an ass fat scum.
But so the key thing was between magic and 2 turns of short range bolt thrower shooting, none of my bolt throwers hit at all. The guy has 1 wound left. That's 6 bolt thrower shots. But
That's
the
a
worst
lot of
part,
bolt
the worst part was I never rolled anything above a 1 to hit. I rolled 6 ones.
That's crazy.
Yahtzee.
Yeah, seriously.
It was disgusting.
And the worst part too is like
I need to do one
the
move.
sad thing is that you didn't. This would have been even worse though. Is if you rolled like 5 ones and you hit 1 time and then you just makes his ward save.
Oh, that'd be a control at that moment. Anyways, so what else? Oh, then like the second big thing was because after I didn't kill the 1 disc lord with Jack's pickaxe, I had 1 wound left. He charged both of his Disclords into my unit of archers, and then I'm like, oh great, I have a chance here. I had some skirmishing white lines on the flank of the guy with one wound left. I have some archers that are holding him up with like 18 bodies. I mean, he's not going to show through them that fast.
Yeah, he should still be steadfast.
They steadfast for the round. I needed him to. And then my lord was on the hill, charging downhill into the flank of the Burning Blade guy. It just so happens my lord's got the dragon helm. Well, it just so happens that when we get to combat, my white lions fail a charge that was 3 inches away, so they rolled double ones into the flank. The guy has one wound left. And the guy charged downhill with the dragon helm, fought the Burning Blade guy. And the guy that we thought was strength 6, not strength 5, proceeded to do like 3 wounds to my chariot lord in one turn. I lost combat by 1. And
well, that was his mistake, right? See, he thought the Burning Blade gave you +1 strength.
Yeah, as well as the D3 and no saves. But I mean, even still, I have a 2+ ward save against it.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if he has divine attacks, like
So it's on you for rolling, then essentially.
yeah,
because the Burning Blade just doesn't give you divine attacks. It's the change that gives you
it's
divine
change.
attacks.
Yeah, it gives you divine attacks.
It's really good.
Pretty cool. You can double up on that.
Yeah, seriously.
Right? I even cast a distracting.
For free, basically. Free.
I even cast a distracting on the archers that were in
Yeah,
combat,
yeah.
so the second guy couldn't hit that much because the turn he hit a lot before. That
Yeah.
turn he just went off, hit like 4 times anyways.
Still.
Matter.
These fours, they'll hit 4 times.
Yeah. So then my lord got killed, archers got killed. The second round of combat, I got rained out.
Yeah,
The white lines
that's rough.
fled off the board. His BS
Really? They fled off the board too?
because what happened is like I was standing next to the archer unit, right?
Yeah.
And then
Well,
they failed the
you were
charge.
so close.
The
Yeah, so
archers
you're probably
panicked, and then the white lines just fled off the board.
That's even worse. I didn't hear about that. That is even worse.
It's
Yeah.
tragic.
Yeah.
And then
The
my,
fact that the white lines fail a charge, fail a panic test.
yeah.
Like, get out of here, white lines.
And
What
then
are you even
you're
doing?
Well, they made the charge that time. They rolled like a 7 or an 8 to get off the board. So
Yes.
They'll be back.
They failed. They made the charge to get away from the game.
White Lions will return for Avengers 2.
Yeah.
and then my third and final thing was the same turn set those charges. Instead of my BSB, a charge his BSB and a unit of knights in the flank that were fighting my other block of archers on steadfast. And that BSB proceeded to fight his BSB over like 4 rounds of combat, and he didn't kill him even though my guy's got a 1-up bluffers and 6-up. His BSB just has razor blade.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, he's just
This is BSB is just like on a horse. Right?
yeah on a horse, 1-up the duststone razor blade.
Yeah,
And he
Not cost.
Whatever.
4 rounds of combat. He kills me outright though.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
So just bad dice the entire game.
Final score?
Final score 17-3. He got the objective.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I guess you probably would have had Phoenixes alive.
I had one oh and another thing too.
Yeah, how did he kill things?
He killed one Phoenix and I came back to life, and that was because I didn't move it one turn. I literally flew behind his stuff, dropped bombs, and then I was facing him and I just forgot to move it because he was leaning on the table and I was just joking around with him and we just
He leans over the Phoenix, covers it up so he can't.
go.
A little soft juke.
A little Houdini action. Spray that out in ETC. That's an ETC player.
That is some good ETC play. Yeah, just. So tell me about yourself. You just cover up like the ambushing wild horse.
Where'd your tuna can get away? Tuna can.
They just bring out like some dice buckets. Under one of these things is you can just switch them over. Anyway, sorry to hear that with that though.
Yeah, it was crappy dice, 17-3, what else? So, and then 2 mistakes on my part. Next day,
I
game
was wondering
2.
why you did that Guinness moving out that night.
Oh my god, I took 2 pulls from Moose's whiskey before I did. Whatever. So, someone's got to beat James Ellis next turn we play because we're both 0-2. Detroit.
That's true.
Yeah.
You gotta beat him.
Got your name, James.
Day 2 was a little bit more interesting. I actually got to play against the infamous William Fergus.
Oh, I forgot you played Fergus
I know
round
that guy.
4.
Yeah.
I love Fergus. Dude, that guy's.
Fergus.
I wish I need to party with that guy.
Oh, he's great.
Don't we all?
I feel like that's something I haven't done yet.
You didn't get to go to karaoke.
Oh, you
with us.
did.
I did.
GT.
No, I didn't get to do that yet. Is he going to Michigan?
Yeah, we're doing a
I
plug.
hope so.
Michigan
That'd be
GT
awesome. Yeah.
does karaoke, so be there.
Yeah, Michigan GT. It's a lot of fun. I didn't get to go last year, but you guys had a great time. So, 32 spots, right?
32 spots for the GT.
Yeah. Is there any chance you could increase, or is that set?
If we fill out,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay.
But
I mean, we're plugging on this channel, so you know that's gonna get like at least 20 people.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, Michigan GT is pretty dope.
Yeah. So William Fergus.
October,
AKA
right?
the-
First week in October.
We'll
Yeah.
go for it.
We'll go over later. That's
Okay.
just the Fergus. Okay, so Fergus round 4. He's playing Highborn Elves. I'm playing Highborn Elves.
Ugh,
I personally,
fair match.
it's a mirror match. Yeah, I personally felt his list was,
lacking
yeah, it wasn't
in
good. It wasn't.
substance.
It wasn't good. It was just like it was like an 8th edition port, Like they took units they were comfortable with, and he kind of used them to his advantage, sort of thing. Which isn't bad. Everyone has their own preferences and stuff.
Seriously.
But being a high run player like I am, and playing with him, so I didn't feel it was
like he probably just didn't have his double phoenixes.
He had one Phoenix.
It was the Frost that was
it. No, he didn't. Phoenix. I got you excited. I got you excited. Anyways, so his list, his mainstay of his list was a unit of White Lions, big like 30 block, and then a 30 block of Swordmasters, and he had Pyromancy.
That's not
terrible.
And
he had Mark of the Court on a BSB. So he had he had 7 or 8 levels of magic and 2 hordes and 3 bolt throwers.
That's not terrible.
It wasn't terrible, but it can be chapped up.
Yeah, it can be chapped, and then I mean,
I don't have a lot of chaff, but I'm gonna try to shoot the stuff off the board. So what happens is we line up against each other.
I guess the problem is I feel like White Lions are resistant to some shooting. Swordmasters are not.
No, not at all.
Like they're gonna lose a lot of bodies.
Did they lose that 6-up ward save with these days?
Yeah, they lost it. So
that was cute.
The shooting. Was that only against shooting? Right?
Yeah, it was only against shooting.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like just pairing
arrows on the arrow, sword. Yeah,
Jedi's with swords, basically.
That's what they are, man. They're Jedi's with swords. So we fought this game, and I realized early on I'm gonna have to like take one block at a time, shoot something until it's like wheel down to it's almost dead, and then have the chariots run in. The chariots will do all the work. So I focus on Swordmasters. I focus on at the beginning of the game, like turn 1 or 2. I put like all my archers, bolt throw shots in it.
I feel like that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't do like that many wounds to it. His unit I do enough to make him flee. Do enough to make him flee though.
Did he take a panic?
He took a panic. Excuse me, make him panic, and he failed a panic test. And leadership 9 rerollable, and he fled.
Yeah.
And that kind, I want to say that like changed the dynamic
just set
of the
him back.
game. That was the thing. It changed the dynamic.
That makes me think of that game I played where those executioners failed a panic.
Yeah.
And they just went like in the wrong side of the board.
They'll come back eventually, but it's like
it just sets your whole game plan back.
Because both hordes running up. I had one share in a group of lancers with a hand of one and one in another one. I wanted to get more damage to them, but with both of them moving up, I wasn't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
so one of them
fleeing, so they're gonna get up, pretty fast.
One of them fleeing helped me out a lot. So the White Lions moved up. I was able to charge them eventually into the flank with the Lord and a unit of lancers and grind them out and make them flee. And then I just cleaned up. I had like a Phoenix go and charge a bolt thrower on the other side of the board and kind of stuff. Another Phoenix kill some archers and bolt throwers. Final score of that game. It was a great game. Loved Fergus. It was fun. Joking around and stuff. Final score of that game ended up being a 20-0. Took it like a champ. So 20-0 me, that is. Hopefully I can play him again, and hopefully he doesn't get crappy luck that early in the game. With one horde
break test is rough.
But it's unfortunate that it comes down just to one roll sometimes.
Seriously.
But it could change the dynamic enough that you gotta take advantage of it, I guess.
You do. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, it's good on you for. I mean, you pretty much gotta take advantage of it. So game 5. Let's hear it.
Game 5, and at this point, our
the gimp getting taken advantage of.
The gimp getting taken advantage of, right? Game 5 at this point, Frankie comes up and he's like, "Someone's playing for Bet's Highborn Elves." He looks at me and I'm like, my army's not painted, right? He's like, "Oh, you and me and Bergie are all like 49, 48, and 47 right now." And I'm like, "Well, I don't have a painted army, so you or Bergie's gonna beat me." He's like, "Oh, okay."
Someone's competing for Highborn Elves.
It's not me. That's what I wanted to say.
I mean, he basically, just with the paint score, they basically put a game up on him.
Yeah.
That's so rough.
So anyways, and then and there's another guy, Christopher Walker. He was like 1 point behind me. And he told Frankie to score. I was like, "Oh, well, there's like 4 of us, and we're all competing for best Highborn Elf general."
Yeah.
So guess who I played the very next round? The guy just spoke up. He's like, "Hi, I'm Christopher Walker. I got 46 points. I'm right behind everybody." So
wait, you played 2 Highborn Elves?
Everyone else, day 2, mirror match. Yep.
Wow. That's a disappointing end, I feel like.
Yeah, it wasn't spicy.
It's no 3 ogres.
It's no 3 ogres.
That's true. Well, I didn't play all 3 ogres in a row. No, yeah, because I played a Jesse first round, so at least I had 2 armies in between.
Yeah. So, anyways, round 5, 3 highlights of the game. That was big. I felt that I out-deployed Chris.
Yeah.
That's just the way my army was based and stuff. He had more range threat, but I out-deployed him. He didn't know that you could stick bolt throwers or like anything effectively on like a backside of a hill like that. They don't gain.
I also hate that.
I hate that.
That rule is necessary because not every board has a feature that's like a forest or rune you can hide in.
I just think it's still bad for. I just think it's gamey for War Machines right
It's
now.
not that.
Because they're the only thing that can take advantage of that, really.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Your
I feel like
troop can take advantage of it too. You just have to clear. You're not on top of the hill. Most of your unit has to be off.
Right, but you're having a stack. It's like what else in the game is stacked?
well, because like if only half your units on the hill, half your units off the hill, and they can't shoot. If you need unit of archers.
Yeah, okay.
Like half of the year
Well,
front rank is on
I'd
hill.
ask you, why are you like 20 deep and not 20 wide? Or 10 wide, excuse me.
Well, even if you were 10 wide and you had 10 guys half on the hill,
Okay, then...
those 10 guys in the back still can't shoot.
No, because they'd be on the hill.
No,
Depends on the type of hill you're on, dude. It literally
well, you
depends on the type of hill
you just
you're
said
on.
you're only like quarter on, right? You're barely on the hill.
I mean,
Get that -1.
it depends on how you put them. It depends on the hill. It depends on the miles.
I don't like that rule. I just
You don't like that rule? Fair enough. If you,
I don't like
think
that
it's necessary, and I've talked to people.
I feel like you should be on the hill or off.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I told him about the rules. Oh, it's interesting to know that. I'm like, yeah. So then, I mean, he deployed that way. We put 2 bolt throwers like on the hill, but like in the backside of it, so they don't gain that large target of height.
Yeah.
I put my one on the opposite of him on the back, like kind of the middle backside, and then I lined up with Fire Phoenix behind the hill because I was going to try to leapfrog out there and then charge those things and get Frost Phoenix doing duty. Well, the big 3 highlights again. First highlight was he moved that Frost Phoenix away from those bolt throwers to let me get the range superiority. I had my Fire Phoenix charge those bolt throwers, turn 2 and stuff, and kill them off. He used his Fire Phoenix in the middle of the board. The second highlight of the game was me charging my Lord into some Northern Sea Guard in the middle of the field with some Lancers, and it's kind of a theme, Lancers and Chariot together. I found at this tournament. Anyways, charging into some Sea Guard, killed the Sea Guard after a couple turns, and then all my shooting was able to handle Swordmasters. The Fire Phoenix was able to fly over some stuff.
Yeah.
So final result of that game ended up being a 20-0 as well. So overall, the tournament, my MVP of my list would probably be actually the Lancer buses.
I was gonna say it's probably those
mini ones?
Lancers, the way they turn into those big buses with the chariots.
Yeah,
it's not
'cause-
even big buses, medium buses,
Yeah,
but big enough.
Yeah, but they give you ranks. I mean,
Yeah.
they can be chat, they can be scoring,
Yeah.
or they can like turn into actual units.
And their core.
And
So
their
what's with the
core.
love?
Yeah. And then my LVP of the tournaments, I should say, would probably be.
You said the bolt throwers at Taco Bell.
I said the bolt throwers at Taco Bell, and
You're gonna stick with
I'm
that?
gonna still stick with it because they only really performed in 2 games against Highborn Elves.
Which isn't even. I feel like that's kind of low. They
Yeah,
only turned up in 2 games. I think they're bolt throwers.
yeah, because the first game against
They should be
Vermin
average.
Swarm, they
most
didn't do anything. It was in combat mostly against my units. And then the second game against Chris Hines, I was literally moving my bolt throwers like half the game.
They died to zombies.
Yeah. So how'd you do overall?
Overall, I placed 54th. If I had a paint score, I'd be tied for I think 13th or 14th. So
Yeah.
So,
Not bad. Because you had like you had a lot of battle points, right?
yeah, over battle point wise, I think it was in the top like 15 or 20. Like, I had over battle points wise, I had me. Sorry, I'm just clicking on this. Find my button on here. 54th. I had 65 battle points.
So, well, you're less than Alex, right?
Yeah, I had 7.
But you'd still be in like the 20s at least.
Yeah,
Paint score.
20s.
Yeah. With a really tasty paint score, yeah, 24 paint score, you could get into the teens.
Well, that was just all battle score. He's probably higher than 20. He was
Well,
in
he
teens.
he was right at 20. Yeah, with his final score and everything.
Yeah, overall. Right?
Overall, yeah.
Yeah, but with just the battle score, you'd be higher than that.
Oh, yeah, there was a couple guys that was higher than.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm talking just battle score. I'd be like,
Oh,
yeah.
I'd be like in the like late teens, like mid teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
With
That's fair
65.
enough.
So yeah, Frank ended up taking best high elf, much to his surprise.
Yeah,
So
because
that's what a paint score will do for you.
well, that's because
What? Justin Berge?
yeah, Berge got beat.
He doesn't do. I've been telling you guys this for like 8 months. I don't know if he's listening. I don't even care if he's listening. He doesn't do well with Highborn Elves in 9th Age. If you look at all his tournaments he's done in the past year and a half, 2 years in 9th Age, he's kicked butt with Kingdom Aquitaine. He's only had 1 decent finish with Highborn Elves at Wicked GT.
Are we Sports Center now?
Dun-dun-dun.
All right, we're gonna take a little break, and then I'm gonna give you my player report.
All right.
This is a Chicky Beat production. is a Chicky Beat production.
All right, we're back. We moved to the couch. Alex's butt was hurting.
More beer.
More beer, though. That's pretty sweet, though. Cheers. Tonight's drinking is brought to you by Two Hearted Ale. Do you like IPAs?
Bells.
Are you a fan of Bell's beers? Try Two Hearted Ale. It's got fish on the beer.
It does have fish on the beer.
That's the plug.
Smells
That's the
like fish.
advertisement.
Does it smell like fish?
No, it
We
smells.
didn't get paid enough for a good advertisement.
It smells like two hearts in an ale.
I've
Anyway,
sold
so
so many questions.
so my tournament report.
How was your turn, Charles?
It was a lot of fun.
And what were you running again?
Orcs and goblins. I went let's go game by game, I guess.
You want to give away?
No, let's go game by game. So game one, I play against Jake, Mother effing Murphy. Great guy. I've only played him once before, and I actually beat him with my Empire back in 8th edition.
Say, were you the first one of us to ever play against?
I think so. I think that's the first. I mean, because we were relatively new to the tournament scene, in like 2014 and stuff like that. I think that was the first. Well, I guess you guys went to 2013 at DuckCon. But I don't. Well, you were there. You were playing Blood Bowl. I think you guys went to actually play like in GT that first.
Yeah, I did.
Because I wasn't with you guys there.
No, yeah, you were still like we were still not.
Yeah, I was still hanging out with
Close.
Michael Bell and the GW crew.
Yeah. So I played him back in 2014, and I actually beat him. I got some really good luck that game. I feel like. Actually, you know what?
Because that wasn't end times yet, was it?
No,
No,
I feel
zero.
like what happened was the steam tank held up like a giant block of witch elves,
As it will.
and that just won me the game basically. But played him with my orcs and goblins against his dread elves, and Jake Murphy brought the shooting list. He's got 4 units of repeaters. He's got like over 60 shots a turn, plus 3 bolt throwers. I think he still has a skull splitter on his BSB, or no, his mage has a skull splitter. He's got pyromancy.
Any chariots?
No. That's only. Well, I can't really fit any Scourge Runner chariots. You got 3 bolt throwers. A Scourge Runner chariot would do decent in this list, though, I feel like.
Take a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hunting chariots now, aren't they?
That's your only second of the night. You're doing well.
Wow, that's weird because I feel like I'm so good with Dread Elf names most of the time.
Is it because you played them?
Yeah,
at
it's
some
almost
point?
like at one time you might have played them.
I did play them at one point. So yeah, really, honestly, this game, I feel like I didn't make a lot of great plays. My best play was at one point I moved up my Grotlings and he charged it with one of his repeater auxiliaries. And this as a new working goblin player, I had a really hard time deciding when to use my WAs or Wargs. Sorry, that's the 2. And he was only like 8 inches away from my Iron Arc unit. And I used the Warg, and I was able to. And he only fled 2 inches, which was great. So then I caught the unit, and I was able to reform. He had a Hydra nearby.
Fleeing 2 inches is the worst.
That is the worst. But even if he fled average, I was thinking I could still catch him with Swift Stride. And plus move, because I was only 8 inches away. I was like, even if he goes like 7, that's only like something like a 8 that I'll need on the
chance is
dice.
still there.
I was like, I feel like I had a really good chance. I almost wish he fled farther, because then I could have
It
got
ended up
further deeper in his backfield. But I caught them, and then I had to pass the test of reform. I gave my flank to a unit of I'm not going to say the name. Dancer Ziyemo.
There you
Hey,
go.
yo. That's a line your list history.
Yeah, I didn't even notice they had the flank because I was so worried. This Hydra,
Rookie mistake.
well, this Hydra was running. He got turn 1, unfortunately. I got the +1 for turn 1, but he was still getting turn 1, which really I think hurt me too. Actually, the whole tournament, I never got to choose table sides. I was always like, I never got won the roll to get table sides in the whole tournament.
Yeah, another rookie mistake.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's a rookie
mistake.
That's
Better.
That's the point.
better.
That's the point.
Yeah. So Yeah, this Hydra ended up just like kind of running rampant on the flank and getting so close to my stuff in my middle. And I was
Hydra
just
is so good against you specifically.
well, yeah, and like I mean, even my Iron Orcs will have a hard time killing it in one round.
This with the Kraken as well?
He did Kraken and Hydra, yeah.
Did the Kraken get into the Great Green Idol?
No, the Kraken actually got killed by the Feral Orcs. It chaffed the Feral Orcs and they killed him.
I wish we could project your face into the podcast now, Alex.
I want more monster fights.
Yeah. See, we had one. So the Iron Orcs reform. They give a flank to the Dancers. This Dancer unit holds up the unit the whole game, basically.
They will.
And like, I'll be honest, he made it. He was honest too. He was like, I made 80% of the ward saves on this unit. Ouch. Like, he just kept making 4 ward saves. I would do like 6 wounds. He would make 6 ward saves, and it's just like cool. And there's only 18 of them in the unit, but they just kept making ward saves. So that was rough. That was rough. And then I did end up chaffing. The Great Green Isle had 2 wounds left. He chaffed the Hydra.
You chaffed with a
I hit with my crush attack. I wounded with my crush attack. He passes the 4 points.
Oh my!
4 regen.
Get out of here.
If he didn't pass the regen, I could have beaten him in combat, and I might have actually been able to chase it down.
Did you roll the dice?
But then the Great Green Idol fled on like a rerollable 7, and it panicked a chariot and I think a goblins, and then by then the whole game.
Yeah.
And that I think on the previous turn I lost like 14 barrels or something like that shooting.
No.
His shooting just was peeling models. It was actually there was like his turn 2. He shot everything on the Great Green Idol. He did like 4 wounds turn 1 to the Great Green Idol. Turn 2, he shot everything on it. He did 0 wounds, and then it got killed by the Hydra. So I got 20-0 round 1 against Murphy. What can you do? He just had somebody shooting. The only thing that was left at the end of the game was my Frolic Warlord. Actually,
What was he doing?
he fled from the Hydra and the Dancer Yama unit.
Yeah, what's up with that Feral Warlord being like alone?
Arms out, screaming alone. Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Just at the crowd around him.
The Ferals never make it, but he mysteriously does.
Yeah. Game 2, I played against Len the Tyrant. Lenny, he was really drunk by the time we started playing.
That was only game 2, wasn't it?
That was only
How many
game 2.
points did you get out of that?
First game?
Yeah.
0.
You got 0 on that?
Yeah, I guess 0. I only had my Warlord left.
Lenny
They
didn't
got
have
the
a great
objective.
first game either.
Yeah, Lenny got crushed his round 1 too against Johannes Moore. There was a German ATC player at Buckeye Battle, and he rocked it.
Yeah, I mean, Lenny's also an ATC player for those at home. listening,
Yeah,
so.
for USA. Apparently, Lenny. This is what he told me at the start of round 1. He was really drunk. He told me that he had 2. What are the Source heroes called? Source veterans.
Saurian veterans.
Okay. He had 2 Saurian veterans on cold Raptors. Failed 2 rerollable 8 cold or stupidity tests.
Mm-hmm.
And they were behind a hill, so they moved on the hill, and they both got shot by hobgoblin bolt throwers, and they both died turn 1. That's what he told me.
That's crazy.
Which is really rough.
That is at least 700, maybe 800 points.
Yeah,
gone
it's like probably 800. They're probably like 400.
in
pop.
one shooting phase.
Yeah.
Especially get through wards in the Bluffers home.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Whatever.
Well, he didn't have buffers.
Regardless of what he was armed with. Like,
yeah, that's
They just had ward saves basically.
it's just crazy.
Yeah. Which honestly, I feel like that's all you need is like wards because they get a 1-up. I think they can get a 1-up naturally.
yeah. So he
Or something.
tactically tanked round 1 to play against you, Charles.
Yes.
Yeah, you know it.
So and then in our game, he kind of just backed up a lot. I was able to kill his spearbacks turn 1, which was really nice.
Well, I saw he was able to kill that bottle of crown.
He was giving me shots of crown. I had like 3 shots of crown during this game.
Da-da-da-da-da-da, this just in. Bottle of crown
Crown
kill.
He had like these little bottles of crown, and we were just. Apparently, he smashed one in his first game, and we like finished another one in our game. It was really fun. It was really fun. But yeah, he just kept backing up, and then at one point, like his Taurosaurs are out of like he can't see his Taurosaurs in my Fairly. My Fairly unit's just plowing up. I've got my Iron Orcs trying to zoning these Taurosaurs.
Because he doesn't really have much to fight with barrels.
No.
He's got skinky.
Well,
right?
this is what he's got a big skinky with
Scrops.
the Caimans. Take a drink.
Ah.
And then, so this is what happens, like, turn 3, he charges both of his, he was actually going to chaff me. This was hilarious. He chaff me with his skinks. But what happened was I had 10 goblin bows shoot at skinks. Now, I forgot about the volley fire roll for a second. So I was hitting on 6s. We thought I needed 6s and 6s to hit. I rolled 3 hits. I roll again. I roll 3 more 6s. I do 3 wounds. He makes no armor saves and no 5-up ward saves from his engine. Then these 2 skinks that were gonna chaff die. And then he's just like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna charge in with my 2 Scarvets. So he puts both Scarvets in the full horde, and he puts his guy in the rear has a halberd and a 5-up because he said he ran out of character points.
Yeah, that happens.
I popped my Potion of Strength on my Feralok Warlord, who has 6 attacks at weapon skill 10 with Defensor's Blades. He misses 3 times. He wounds 2 times, and he makes an armor save and fails a ward. And I only do 1 wound in the first round of combat. And I think he even does a wound back to me. It's just he's hitting on 5s, wounding on 3s. And I have a 5-up. Actually, the Raptor. This Raptor hit 2 times or something like that. It was so stupid. Oh my god. You rolled 6s and 6s with a Raptor or something like that.
That always happens. Mouse always do more.
Yeah. They don't have predatory.
They don't have predatory.
Oh, the Raptors.
Oh, the Caimans do, and the Mets do. Yeah, and then the next round of combat, that guy killed my general. He just killed him.
That's what you get when you have a 5-4.
Seriously.
And distracting.
And distracting.
Skill 10.
So he dies.
So what's left at that point? Is it the Great Green Idol, hordes running away and stuff? Or?
So he kept backing up from the Great Green Idol too. And the Great Green Idol was going to try and get into the block of Cayman and Skinks. Because if he gets in there, he could probably just keep Thunder Stomping his winner.
That's really all he's got to work with.
Yeah. Well, he's got 3 attacks. He's taking out 4 split attacks. That's okay. He can give some devastating charge when he goes in.
And that's the real point.
Yeah. As long as he's holding up that block, I'm happy with that. But, nope. Didn't happen. So, after 2 rounds of combat, and I think I even lost combat the first round. I lost my frenzy. Because I couldn't do any wounds to the guy with the 1-up, 4-up.
Oh, right.
Yeah, even with, a bunch of strength 5 attacks, just couldn't sneak any wounds through. He had 2... we fought 2 rounds of combat, and then he put his 2 Taurosaurs in, and they just mopped up. And that was it.
So what was the final score of the game?
The final score of that game was a 13-7, then he won on the objective for a 16-4. It was kind of... I remember, I had a chance to take the objective, or tie on the objective, but, I had a charge. I went into a Taurosaur, and I was it was kind of, because the only problem about diagonal deployment, it's always hard to figure out where your zone is afterwards.
You just gotta divide the board.
Well, I don't know, it's just a little bit harder, I feel like. No, diagonal deployment. Because it was breakthrough. Yeah, it was breakthrough round 2.
Was it? Yeah, it was breakthrough round 2.
So,
most people don't remember that, your deployment zone isn't that middle line. It's the
9
inches.
It's 9 inches from that, yeah. Which can be a little bit hard to always figure out. I feel like because he ended up getting that Skink Crocs unit to get all the way across the board.
I'm just recalling now, that's the reason that Phil Carl didn't get the objective in our game.
Yeah.
Because of the way that deployment zone is, I actually still had an ambusher sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
To take that objective, and the only scoring unit he had in my deployment zone was this. I don't think it was dead. It was one of the Dark Beast Dryads. Anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I ended up only getting 4 points that game.
But you got points.
But I got points.
Yeah, 4 points.
4 points to 4 points.
4 points.
Means you're not at the bottom.
Not at the
points
bottom.
Than Steve, baby.
So game 3, I play against the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Leapley. This guy, I'm actually kind of sad I've never met this guy.
I can't believe we haven't met him before, because he's not that far.
He's a legendary gamer. He's
we should have met him by now.
I know. I feel like he was at Strength in Numbers last year.
He's dodging us.
Didn't even meet him.
Dodging the chance.
I played Chris Leapley. He's part of Legendary Gamers. This guy was so much fun to play. He was playing Beast Herds, and the funny thing was, it's kind of funny story about his Beast Herds list. Apparently, he gave it to Jeff, and there was a couple inaccuracies in it. And Jeff was like, I need another list, and Chris Leepool was too busy, just with life outside of the game. And Jeff's like, all right, I'll just make you a list. And Chris said, sure. And Jeff made this weird list for him.
Double horde.
That's like, it's like double hordes. With like, it had the good Beast Sword chariot on the Razor Tusk chariot, but it had double hordes, 3 raiding chariots.
The unit or individual?
A unit of 3.
That's fine.
Which is okay. And then 2 things of like 5 Minotaurs. Which was kind of weird too. And that's it. That was the list basically. Like there's like no chaff in it. There's nothing in it. It's just 2 hordes that are just gonna run forward. Unfortunately, it was like a perfect counter against my list.
It seems that seems to be the case with a lot of your.
Yeah, I did not get good matchups this tournament, which was weird for being on the bottom. For being on the bottom and getting like bad matchups. Yeah, so this game, I got crushed too. I got 20-0. But I had probably the best experience of the tournament.
If you were at Buckeye Battle,
you probably heard me this game. I was the guy clapping in the back room, saying, "Come on, let's give it up for Jim Parker, ladies and gentlemen." Me and Chris smashed 13 beers between each other, and more maybe. I don't know. We had a stack of 13 beers. I kind of can't wait. I'm dreading making the battle report because.
Got the pictures. You got the snaps.
I stopped taking pictures. And I started taking Snapchats like at the end of the game, and they're just so drunk. I'm just like shouting. I had to show the one where Jeff Parker takes a pull from Maxwell's bourbon though. That was pretty sweet.
Adult rated fun right
there.
there.
Yeah, seriously. So that was a fun game.
I think at that point we'd all migrated back there.
Yeah, because all our games were done. We all like either won big
honestly,
or lost big.
Which is really weird because normally I feel like I'm pretty fast at tournaments in my tournament games, but that game it was. We kept having to go to the head because we're like so drunk. Yeah. We're like peeing every 30 minutes. Like it was bad, but it was a fun game, and I hope to play Chris again because it was such a good time.
It'd be an honor for any of us.
Yeah. So and then game 4. My game 4 opponent, unfortunately, he was not doing well the entire tournament, and he just left. Which you can't blame some of the guys. Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
I did not.
Yeah, I was supposed to play Derek Cooper. I actually played him at Siege of the Tower. He plays Vermin Swarms, and he just you can't blame some of the guys for walking out if they've had like a really rough day one.
You gotta blame them. You sign up for a tournament. It's a duty to the other person that you're playing.
I mean, fair enough.
Unless you have an emergency or something, like you farted.
Which we really don't know. He could have had some. He could have had some.
Yeah.
So he unfortunately didn't show up day 2. So I played against a ringer, Tom. He was one of the rules judges, and he brought Pestilence Demons. And I was like, no. I was like, why? He's just like, he's got the big, Tallyman with his like Pestilence Herald. He's got a Plague Father. He had 2 units of 3
flies.
2 units of 3 beasts or Pestilence Beasts. 2 things of Plaguelings. 2 things of Furies. It was a good list. Like. It was a solid list. It was so annoying. I was like, why? The funny thing is, I'm sitting on 4 points and I'm playing Pestilence Demons.
Why do I
on table
49?
49.
Was Steve the only person below you?
Steve was at 48 day 2. Steve was above me. Steve, our good friend Steve Gerdeman was ringing the entire tournament, and he got rocked most of the tournament too.
But unlike Charles,
but he was doing better than me.
It was Steve's first tournament game.
Yes, exactly.
Since like
early 7th edition?
Early
Yeah,
7th edition.
So yeah, props on Steve for ringing all weekend.
Great job, Steve.
But like, I'm at 4 points, table 49, and I'm playing against Pestilence Demons, and I'm just really asking, do I deserve this or not? The game went okay. I had some really good things happen at the beginning, but I just couldn't hold up the Plague Father long enough, and he just got into stuff and just killed things. Like he got into my Pharaoh block.
Eternal Sword?
Oh yeah. He just got into my Pharaoh block, and I threw my champion at him round 1, lost Frenzy, and then it was like, do I throw my shaman at him? I should have thrown my shaman at him. Kept the leadership 9. But he killed my Feral Orc Warlord 1 round of combat, and then I failed my leader 7 break, which is fair because I lost frenzy at that point. So it's like I'm only leadership 8. Well, yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, I just can't do anything against that unit.
Things.
Yeah. I should have. One mistake I made was I was chaffing up his plague beasts, and he uses them as chaff. Like I had grotlings in front of him, and like there was probably two or three, probably 2 whole player turns where like he didn't charge my grotlings, and I didn't charge his. I couldn't charge his because I had my grotlings in front of him. So
I knew.
But and then I just put my iron orcs into them, and my iron orcs killed the unit in 1 round combat. And I just was like, why didn't I do that 2 turns ago? And those iron orcs put him on the other side of the battle. So that was probably my one big mistake. But I also just couldn't stop the Plague Father. Nothing minor really could have stopped the Plague Father.
Get launchers can't do it.
No, I mean,
Iron orcs might be able to do
they
it.
could have maybe do some wounds, but they're not going to kill him. The thing. They're not going to pop him either because he's going to win combat. He's just going to do enough wounds that even if I did 2 or 3.
The only way is conceivably great weapons on the iron orcs in the first round of combat.
Yeah.
And that's only a maybe.
And that's not even doing that many wounds.
That's the thing.
That's doing maybe 2 or 3.
You need to grind that out over several rounds of combat, and
yeah, he's tough. He's tough too. I mean, that's a great model.
that's the whole point. Yeah.
There's Jack's pickaxe.
Yeah, Jack's pickaxe would have been really good. And then let's see. And then round 5, I played against Eric Warfield. I did not like his Highborn Elf list, unfortunately.
I don't like 2 Highborn Elf lists of that tournament.
We gave it a tisk in our podcast report. It just was really the biggest problem. His characters were lacking in substance. He had a guy with the Spirit of the Blazing Dawn, but he had a 4 or 6. This is not enough saves for 9 foot. You can get better saves for 9 foot with the Spirit of the Blazing Dawn because that thing's only 50 points.
Yeah,
You can get a 2-up. Yeah.
You can get a 2-up rerollable. You can probably even get a 2-up.
If it's on Lord, yeah.
It's 50 points, right?
If it's rerollable.
You could get a 2-up and have a ward save, 4 ward save, right?
Yeah, if you spend a lot of points to take the honor.
No, because it's 200 points. The Spirit's 50 points, right?
Correct. I mean, if you're taking a specific vanilla character to take specifically the spear,
Yeah.
ward save, or the spear and
Even just
armor, you can do that.
even just having a guy with a 2-up on foot, a 2-up, 4-up on foot, the Spirit Blazing Dawn, that's a solid build for a Prince.
It's okay.
There's something crazy, but that's decent still.
Yeah, I mean, we're not getting into semantics right now, but yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, so we just didn't like his character builds were just not very strong, and his unit builds were also kind of weak because he only had when I first saw the list, I was like, oh god, why do I have to fight 2 hordes again? Because he had 25 Lion Guard, he had 25 Flame Wardens, and I thought I was going to have to fight against these big units, but he ran them deep in our game. I think that was his mistake. It's just he ran them deep. So it's
when you're going against an opponent that you know you're going to strike first. Why not give yourself?
why not just give yourself all the attacks? Yeah. So he ran him deep, and he kind of just sat back, and he didn't have a lot of shooting. He had Pyromancy, but he miscasted so many times on 2 or 3 dice. That way, he didn't have the greatest. Actually, yeah, apparently he didn't have the greatest dice weekend either, which is fair. It happens. But he was my only win, and I got a 19 against him. So I went 0-4. I went 0-1. I went 1-4.
How many points?
Overall, I was 88th place. So I think I had less than 20 battle. No, I had 23 battle points. Wow. But I had minus 6 objective points. Yeah, because we tied game 4. I lost all the objectives first day. I won the last one, and then I tied game 4. So I was minus 6 on that. So
Incredible.
yeah, and I only had a 15 paint score.
Yuck.
I was like, yeah, what was I overall? You're looking up real quick?
No.
That's not even worth it. I mean,
Honestly,
88th
you were
place
low.
is
I was curious
rough.
what I got for objectives. I got 9 points.
Yeah,
You were very late.
yeah. It's just bad.
Cheryl Sadler, 88th place. You got a minus 6 for objectives.
Really quick, MVP, LVP. We don't need reasons.
See,
right.
I had a really hard time doing this because my MVP is actually kind of not too hard. It's the Iron Orcs. I really like the Iron Orc horde actually.
An LVP?
They consistently did decent. My LVP, I want to say, is probably the Fairlord Warlord. I was really expecting more out of him, and he just never delivered. I think the build looks so solid on paper, but it's just when you're rolling dice, it's just not doing well enough, you know.
So then,
my MVPs would probably be the Gortox. I mean, in most games they're going to be consistent. I had one game where they weren't very good, and if there's one game out of 5 where they don't perform well, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, seriously.
It means the other 4 they did really well, and that's exactly the case here. And then the LVP for me was the Impaler character.
what?
In this list, I ran double totem heroes, one of which on a chariot with the Impaler.
And you didn't like that either, right?
What's that?
You don't like the double totem.
I don't like double totem. I'm going to start taking an actual caster again.
Yeah, I find that interesting because I mean, to me, totem. I mean, I feel like when you play against totems, they work against you. You're like, oh my god, totems are so broken. But I didn't get your experience at a 5.
From my perspective, it's you don't get to be proactive with your magic. Like you have no offensive magic, for instance.
Sure.
Like yeah, you can put a spell on your unit to make people not charge you, but like
They got shooting.
they've got shooting, and are you really going to charge my unit halberdiers anyway? Like
Yeah.
So I just feel like I want to be able to do something in the magic phase other than prepare.
Yeah.
And so like in the Impaler, just I couldn't roll with it. I was rolling 1s and 2s, and
See, I feel like that's just bad rolling for it.
but also I don't like that I have to stay 18 inches away from things.
That's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
18 inches?
Yes, it is when you're a character with no save.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
I thought it was a chariot, though.
It was on chariot.
Right. I got a 1-up, 6-up.
No saves.
So I get charged by literally anything, and I'm gone.
Can you stand shoot that thing, too?
No,
Oh,
Okay.
so
I mean, you literally get charged by
anything.
anything that's movement 9.
Anything.
So, like, what? Maybe a Frost Phoenix or, like, a Silver Helm Buzz?
Literally anything.
I did do pretty well with the wolf chariot against that guy.
Yeah, a wolf chariot can kill him. Well, not kill him, but still.
Well, you
give me
also
time.
roll really bad in my combat.
Yeah,
No.
so, yeah. Well, this is a moot point. So, anyways, real fast to touch on 2 things. We did have 2 other members of our group show up to Buckeye Battles. And,
we already talked about Steve, basically.
We talked about Steve a little bit, mentioned it. Steve was the first time playing since early 7th edition,
Playing Soren.
playing Story
Yeah,
Nations.
Soren Ancients, yeah.
He unfortunately went 0-5 in the tournament. He didn't get that first, didn't pop his first win cherry.
Yeah.
But
I feel like he had a couple bad matchups, too.
For real, like, you play against Doug because that's double demon list? Like,
Yeah, like,
what are you going to do?
like it was so weird. Honestly, some of the matchups that I feel like I got at the bottom tables
You deserve it?
were just weird. Well,
What
it's
are
like,
you doing down
well,
there?
it wasn't like it wasn't like a you didn't. Run, I mean, I didn't run in. I feel like I didn't run into a bad list until game 5. Because even like that game 3 Beasters list, Chris's like wasn't a great Beasters list, but it worked. Actually, I forgot to say it had a 20 unit 20 ambushers.
Mhm.
I mean, it was a decent list. It wasn't. I don't think it's the best Beasters list you can make. Because I don't think those boards are amazing against certain things. If you have like Pyromancer, you're gonna do some on damage or something like that.
But yeah, but I mean, this still was a list that an operator could use and do
Exactly. Yeah.
And then so Steve was playing Sword Ancients. He played a list that was similar to Lenny's. It was pretty good. Anyways, and then our other player that was part of our group, kind of internet famous. He's known as at Mooksy on the forums. Actually, the best, and I will keep saying this.
Yeah,
Infernal
best
Dwarf
EOS player.
Best EOS player at the tournament.
Yeah,
known
Maxwell
as
got best EOS.
Yeah, he's known as best Infernal Dwarf player, so maybe he's moving up in the ranks.
He
to
never
best EOS.
won best Infernal Dwarf, did he?
He won Siege. And he's at the highest rank.
Well, he just won best overall.
Yeah, and he's also got like best Infernal Dwarf score in US. So
that's true.
he's changing over to EOS, mixed up this tournament, and won BOS.
Yeah. His very first tournament with EOS takes the title.
And his scores and his opponents I have here.
Oh, we're not going to go over his scores.
Yeah, we don't have the right.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I mean, is he going to go over his list?
He's not here.
All right. Well, I mean,
It's his fault.
We're calling you out, Moose. You're not here. You should have been here.
what a savage!
At 1:44 a.m. on a Sunday morning, drinking Too Hard a Day.
Drinking on Sunday morning.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my tournament report. So I guess we can just go over awards real quick.
Yeah, go some words.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people saw this already, but Mr. James Silva himself got best overall.
Mhm.
Good on him. He seemed to just kept crushing all weekend. which I wish I could have seen. I probably will watch his battle reports because I'm really curious against what he played. Because sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I'm so jealous of the people.
Yeah, when you got the bad matchups, did he get the good matchups?
I mean, my list had some faults. I wish I had Pyromancy in the list. When I look back on the list, I'm like, why didn't I just take Pyromancy?
What's your problem?
Well, no, it would have been the perfect thing to bring people to my list because nothing brought people to my list.
Mm-hmm.
People just backed up. Or actually, I mean, against the Plague Demon, the Pestilence Demons, I did back. I was kind of scared of that guy because I couldn't take on the Plague Father. But
Flaming Sword would help.
Flaming Sword would have helped. That's true. Yeah. Fireball. Yeah.
Immolation.
Yeah.
Force block dance around it.
Yep. So yeah, I wish I just took Pyromancy, but yeah, I'm really curious what Silva had for his matchups. Just because sometimes I'm like, man, you play.
Why am I playing this?
Well, sometimes I'm always like, you play against that guy. No wonder he got a 20. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, good on Silva. I mean, he got hit that 25 paint score. That always helps too. So.
Yeah. So who was the next award?
So second place overall was Johannes Mohr, the ETC player from Germany. Took second place, which we were talking about this. I mean, because I've heard that European players think all American players are trash.
I don't think you can use that as a sweeping generalization for all of them.
Okay,
there's certainly some characters in Europe.
Yes,
a fair amount of vocal.
Yes, some enough vocal European players say that
the Thundercocks think all Americans
Americans can't even compete.
That's funny. They can't even compete. Which I mean, our ETC team didn't do great last year, right?
They didn't do terrible. We showed up.
I'm sure we were middle of the pack, weren't we?
I think so.
If you're middle of the pack, I mean, that means we competed and did better than half the European countries. So it's the ETC. I'm waiting for it to turn to the WTC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because honestly, you've also got Australia and New Zealand having teams. I know they were British colonies, but
Ninth Age Federation.
That sounds like a great name.
Do it, yeah. Maybe split countries like Russia into two and US.
Yeah, I don't know. I just sometimes I just think DT sounds so arrogant. I guess. But that's my perspective. Yeah. But anyway, good on Johannes Mohr for having a great tournament.
For crushing Americans.
The funny thing we thought though the whole time was we're like, what if he's the worst German player on the ETC team?
What if he's the worst German?
Can you imagine they're like, all right, Johannes, you've been doing okay, but we need you to play better.
We're gonna send you to America.
We're sending you to America to get you some training for a weekend. Crush. And he just went with a single goal in mind, and that's all he did. He's the worst player on the team.
He had the beat in his ear telling him what to do.
Oh my god, stop.
He did play Infernal Dwarves, and his Infernal Dwarves looked great.
I mean, he played Bergie with Ancient Dragon in one round, which was 3 points with that giant Ancient Dragon.
Well, I can't think what the Ancient Dragon would do anything. Well, I can't think what would kill the Ancient Dragon. The Bolt Throwers?
Bolt Throwers, the Train, if he's got a Train.
Did he have a Train?
I
can't remember what his list was. Anyway, Johannes Mohr got second place overall.
Good job.
Third overall was Chris Mintz. It's a shout out.
Yeah, Chris Mintz is good too. Yeah, I love Chris Mintz's list too. I'm glad he rocked.
Here's the philosophical question of the tournament: did you love Chris Mintz's list or his flow more? Which one? The lettuce or the list?
Day one, I was not enjoying his hair.
What's going on with that?
Day one, I did not enjoy his hair.
The bun.
Hashtag hair report. I did not enjoy the hair day one, but day two, it looked really good.
He oiled it up.
Keep the day two hair going. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, good on Chris Mintz. That list is so cool. I just the idea of having a 4-up regen on a ridden monster that you can get wounds back is so good.
It's got the vampire on it too.
I love it.
Fun.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And those top 3 players, all ETC players.
Yeah, there was a lot of top ETC players, so that if anything, that's a good sign. Yeah. For the US.
And then best general.
Yeah, and then the best general for Buckeye Battles was Ryan Capps.
Also ETC.
So he came from California, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Honestly, this Buckeye Battle is really interesting because we got some far distance people. Us Michigan boys.
The biggest one in America.
Yes, but our Michigan, us as Michigan boys, it's not that far of a trip. It's 3 hours.
We're spoiled.
We are spoiled. Yeah. Well, I feel like we're spoiled in the Midwest because we have so many great tournaments here between Adepticon and Buckeye Battles, and I love Siege of the Tower. I want Siege of the Tower to get more people. I think it's such a great tournament.
Fantastic.
I want to grow to the size where it rents out medieval times.
Serious?
How sick would be to play games in medieval times?
Yeah. So and then on to the different awards. We're just gonna go over 2 more. Best painted went to James Silva again. Those are some rough faces that were just made.
There was some controversy I've heard from other people, not really necessarily stemming from myself. I mean, like, if you paint well, you deserve it.
Yeah. I mean, he does paint well.
And he painted new units for his army, which is fantastic. Which, honestly, that's what should win him the award. But
you were just complaining about those wolf chariots today, though.
I don't personally think Tuskers as wolf chariots make sense to me, but I mean, I'm playing the Dark Elf.
I feel like it makes.
We're talking technical paint.
It makes sense for the impact hits, not for like the model attacks. So.
Yeah, but it is. So I mean, some people did say that like, hey, he wins like every single award every year. So when it comes to painting.
Although I was happy this year, one of my biggest plates from the tournament we went to last year. I guess a year and a half ago now, or whatever. Buckeye Battles 2 years ago. I don't know what I'm saying. Not this last Buckeye Battles. Buckeye Battles 2016. That's the way to do it. Buckeye Battles 2016. The only thing I didn't love at that tournament was some people were winning like 3 awards.
Yeah.
Like James won like 3 awards that year. Because he wasn't best overall. That was Mike Hernandez that year, right?
So.
But he's still
Sherman. That's right.
Oh, that's right, Sherman. But he still won Best Working Gauntlet, Best Painted, and like some kind of overall placing or something like that. Because he still did well that year. And it was like, what the heck? Why is he winning 3 awards? I mean, I kind of understand winning Best Painted, Best something, but I was really happy this year that they split it up to like, that if you were like Best Overall, you're not also winning your Best Army. That makes sense. I feel like that's fair.
The one award rule should stick. Other than Best Painted, because Best Painted is like technically the best technically painted army.
Or General's Choice.
Because he was General's Choice. Because those armies you vote and Best Technical. So to me, I don't really have an issue per se at those. I mean, good on James for kicking butt and taking names.
And Buckeye is somewhat an exception in this case because the people who win awards do not necessarily win like prize support. They get their plaques and their pictures and everything, but they don't get like a box. Or anything.
That's true. Because the one thing about Buckeye Battles is Jeff does just his raffle for everything, which is I've actually come to like.
Yeah, because you get tickets with your pack.
Yeah, you get tickets with your pack. You can buy tickets. The tickets support Buckeye Battles, so like
Connor and Corey Lenegar, they won a couple boxes.
Yeah,
and they're
is there still a half and half raffle, or is it just for the boxes?
Oh, I think
it's just for the boxes. No.
Oh, there isn't.
Yeah. There wasn't a half and half.
I thought those are Greater Deans. You get those from Ultra Forge. You could.
That's not half and half. Half and half is where it's like half money.
Yeah, you get them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking of
that was at Siege. There was one at Siege this year, but not at Buckeye, which honestly is fine because the money's kind of weird.
I feel like money is a weird prize for whatever.
Yeah, I don't like money for a prize. I feel like
I'm a professional match player.
Play for money. Just do it.
I give models.
I go to Europe.
Models are great. Everyone wants to
So you put $1 in every game.
Yeah, I totally do that. I show up to Europe and start playing with people for dollars, smashing.
Yeah,
for euros.
So good. I mean, good on James for winning that.
Put down some Deutschmarks.
Good on James. Good on Chris Mintz. Good on Ryan Katz.
And then General's Choice was Gene Phelps.
Yep. He had a beautiful army.
Which I missed his army. I actually don't think I voted for General's Choice.
To
be honest, I was gonna do it after game 3 and I was smashed.
And you were smashed.
Yeah.
So I had no option to do it.
I put my vote in like I think day 2. I don't know if Jeff took it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for Pete Reese because he had organ guns with LEDs in them and it's fucking kick ass.
Oh, that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Cool.
I remember there was like a couple armies. I really liked Ryan Katz's list. His ogres looked really cool. I don't know what
that was Double Thunder Cannon, Double Tusker.
Was it the one with the Star Dragon and the cannon on the top?
No, I don't think so. No. We know you don't like that one either.
Yeah. Anyways, so a little bit more post-analysis Buckeyes. I guess I would just like to talk to like the meta of it. Like, what you guys think? Did you guys was it what you
Midwest United States meta?
Yes.
Was it what you were expecting? Was it just a shotgun randomly? I mean, my thoughts personally on it are different from your guys'. I think
that's the thing. Like, I think I feel I went into it with the wrong impression because I was feeling like I was going to see a lot more lists like ours. Because up until Buckeye Battles, every game I played against you guys, it was shooting, or it was pyromancy, or it was both.
Yeah.
It was like, I have to take protection for everything to even hope.
You took MR on both your units.
I originally did. I ended up only taking it on one, but still, I never even used it the whole tournament.
Yeah.
I never got to use my
I took a shielding school, and I only used it significantly in 2 games.
It's so good now.
So we didn't.
I only played against pyromancy 1 game.
We didn't see nearly as much offensive magic as we were expecting. It was still there.
but just not nearly as an
Well,
overwhelming presence
I'm
as
trying to think
here in
what
Detroit.
Lenny ran in our game. Oh, he had pyromancy too.
Hmm.
But it didn't really do as much, I guess. I don't know. Oh, because he kept backing up. That was his problem.
Yeah,
Everything kept
can't get
backing
close
up.
enough
So,
to
like,
do
he
well.
just couldn't really do a lot, you know?
So yeah, our expectations were, at least mine, were a little bit. I was surprised at some of the lists.
Me personally, looking at the tournament from like an outside view, before the tournament, going into it, thinking it's similar to like TCG, like trading card games, big tournaments, Magic, other things like that, where there's so many people at a tournament, and because like Buckeye
I'm
battles,
gonna tap my Tarsar for man.
Cat your Tarsar for mana sounds good. Because there's so many people at the tournament, and we only play 5 rounds, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Instead 6.
Instead of 6 or
Maybe
7.
we
No,
need
honestly,
maybe
if you're
we need a
100
6 round.
no, if you're playing a 100% tournament, any sort of like competitive sort of event like that, and not necessarily not like Buckeye battles, but just in general, you generally play like 7 rounds, like 7 rounds, 8, 6 rounds. It depends on how many
15
people
rounds.
You're not playing that many. Stop.
Can you imagine a whole week of
Oh
Buckeye
my god.
battles?
See,
You mean ETC?
Let's do it. We're
Honestly,
calling you out, Jeff.
right?
Make it a week. Make it a week.
Week of Buckeye battles. Anyways, so there's 100 people. So what it comes down to is if you get a good streak of luck, like a good streak of luck where your list has good matchups against other people, or if you can get out of day 1 and you end up towards like the higher tables, game 3, 4, 5, and you can kind of tailor your list that way, or you feel like you can get out of like the foot slog in the bottom tables, you'll see more normalized results. But there can be outliers throughout a 100-person tournament.
Of course, yeah.
And it's a lot more active than, for example, playing Siege or Mission GT, where it's 32 or 36 people.
Where we're playing against people. I would say it's Siege and places like that. We normally play against people who are like more in our area, people who played before. Like their lists don't change that much.
Yeah, Siege is a pretty consistent crowd.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you're playing at
I'd
those
like
top
to see
tables,
Siege grow too a little bit.
if you're playing at those top tables at Siege though, or at Mission GT too, or you're playing like top 10 tables, you're gonna see the Justin Bergies. You're gonna see
You're gonna see good
the Jeff
players
Durhams,
playing good
you're gonna
lists.
see the Fergus. You'll see like people that are known that run stuff that's more meta, not necessarily 3 units to 7 cast
True,
nights,
yeah.
or like 25 White Lions, 25 Phoenix Guard running 5 wide. Like you don't see that sort of stuff as much.
Yeah.
So I built my list. So it was anti-pyromancy. So I had double Fire Phoenix, I had Dragon Helm, I had.
You would have took double
I had
Phoenixes regardless.
yeah, but the point is most
That's
of
not the point.
the point is most of the stuff is same
Yeah, so you had a very
high
solid
concentration of
litigation.
state. Yeah, so day 2, day 4, 5 against pyromancy and elite players, quote unquote, it does better against it. But I've never.
I'm right here.
You are right here. I didn't play you. Anyways, I didn't get out of losing to James. I didn't get out of day 1, so I hedged my bet, and that's why I feel like you have to do these big tournaments. You have to kind of hedge your bet on something and take a strategy and run with it. If you build an all-around list.
I failed my
You don't-
strategy. I didn't even get my round 1 tactical loss.
Yeah.
Moose did. You went 20 tank.
I thought I had the tactical loss.
You thought you had the submarine?
I thought I had the rebound against Lenny. I thought I was about to have a rebound against
He
Lenny.
gave you 2 bottles
Boom!
around.
And then it just got knocked off the peg. And then just went into ground 3 and just was like,
that's what you get for having hope.
yeah, and proceeded to get smashed in the best way possible. I got smashed while I got smashed. Actually, I got smashed while I got crushed.
Fair enough. So,
Smash and sloshed.
if I could bring up another question, so that's kind of our thoughts on the meta, I guess, to a degree.
Yeah.
What was one outstanding moment, like Buckeye battles, that you liked a lot, and what was one thing you could improve, you feel like the event could improve on, whether it's like the games, maybe it's like the ceiling not ranked, like tripping or something, or maybe it's like,
Well, it didn't impact
or maybe
much.
you wish Taco Place was better. At least like we didn't really talk about any of our
Sub.
stuff.
I would like to see the sub place 2 days instead of Pete's place.
I agree.
The sub was really good this year.
The pizza was like Little Caesars. It was like
It was
it
decent.
was fine.
I mean, that's pretty joking.
But the subs
The
were
lunch
good.
is great every day.
This is
They don't provide that at most
I don't know.
tournaments.
That's the thing. I don't know if this is a common thing anywhere else, but
In Europe?
we have a couple of tournaments now that provide lunch for us.
It's fantastic. They
I've
do it in
really
Europe.
only
They don't do
seen-
it here.
Battle Cry.
Oh, that's right. Battlecry did it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
it's
Buckeye Battle.
Buckeye, yeah. It was really nice at Battlecry too because it would have been inconvenient to go out.
We had no idea.
yeah. I mean, we're so new to the area. I honestly didn't really have any problems with this. I thought all the scenarios were fine.
Agreed.
I mean, I love the blind deployment. I don't want to ever see that
It's the
go away.
best.
Even though it's tough, it just throws a really. It's good that it's round 1.
Yep.
And it's just kind of fun to do.
because it's the battle line deployment with
Yes.
center,
Yeah.
it's not like you can really screw yourself.
Yeah.
Unless you overthink it and you really screw yourself.
Yes, true. You could. Yeah.
Well, don't think. That's the point. Don't think. That's how you win.
Just let go.
So there's not really anything you'd want to improve on.
No, I can't really think of that many things that really upset
Not
me.
even the taco joint we went to afterwards.
Oh well, that's outside of the tournament.
It's still entertaining to hear. It's still good
Dude,
talk.
Pacer Inn was expensive.
Yeah, it was very
For
surprising
what?
to hear how expensive it was compared to the service, and
For what? What were we paying for? I feel
for
like
the fact that we got the hotel during Buckeye Battles.
I feel like that's not even that cheap. I thought that we had a deal from the hotel.
No, that's the thing. We didn't get the deal from the hotel.
Oh, so stupid.
Actually, went to
Pacer Inn, we're calling you out. You sucked. I'm gonna say this. You sucked ass.
Ooh, you can't get sued.
Yeah.
Defamation.
I'm gonna go on and say it. It was bad.
Well, when our
It was
service,
bad.
when half of us didn't even pay, we had to walk out because the
Yeah.
service was so
Well,
bad.
what's is really weird is the Pacer Inn is in Delaware,
It is a half Mexican restaurant, half hotel.
and well, it's connected to a Mexican
That's
restaurant.
the idea of it.
It's just a hotel connected to a restaurant. And normally we had a great experience at the restaurant one year.
Mhm.
This year we went back, had the worst experience I've ever had at a restaurant.
Got up, got my own drinks.
Yeah, Drew had to go up and get his own
Serve
drinks.
himself.
Like, no, it was just bad. Our
Yeah.
food took forever. We didn't get our silverware until the food came out.
Our waitress
So like our food
disappeared.
came out, and then our silverware came to us like 4 minutes later. Seemed like,
Waitress at least didn't speak English, so it was authentic.
oh, she spoke. She was definitely foreign.
She kept giving me
She was
blank
trying.
looks. She gave me
She was
blank looks.
trying.
I'm just like,
Apparently,
She wasn't even writing down our order either.
oh, she wasn't. I don't know how she
yeah, I'm impressed that most of us got what we wanted.
Yeah.
Honestly, so
I didn't get my fucking block until like so.
yeah, it's. The worst part was the restaurant was kind of half empty.
Yeah.
They weren't. Apparently, they had a party in the back.
Hernandez was that
It was
party.
Friday night.
It's
Yes.
Friday night. They're half empty. They have some kind of group in the back, and we're just having the worst time ever.
Yeah.
But it's funny because we had like a little temper flare after it's like a long day.
Yeah. Some of us weren't doing too good.
Some of us weren't. Well, actually, that was after doubles.
Well, that's true. That
That was after doubles, which I feel like only me and Mooks did well.
Yeah.
And we didn't even think we did well. Honestly, we didn't think we did. I didn't think we did well until we saw the scores, because all our games were like, oh god, like game 1 was rough. Game 1 was fun, but it was rough. Game 2 was stressful because Alex Meyer was sitting next to us the entire time,
Because we didn't get to play our game.
yoing the entire time.
Yo.
It's like I roll like you fail like the word save. Yo, the cannon fails to hit. Yo, the Kraken makes like an easy charge. Yo, it's like I was like ready.
Yo.
I was ready to pop you right in the face.
Yeah, they were angry because I was getting hype over their game. Because Steve and I didn't actually get to play our game 2 in the doubles tournament.
Yeah,
Because
you guys should try to play that game out.
our opponents didn't arrive until more than 25 minutes into the round, and they conceded the game to us. And because we wanted to drink anyway, and so did they.
Yeah,
So none of us actually wanted to play a game with less than the allotted amount of time.
that's fair. But I don't know.
What would
So I know I don't with my allotted time.
fair enough?
Yes,
the Yos
basically.
Yos would get me.
Well,
Yos would get me probably.
somehow
I
we
don't know.
somehow we got a 15-5 somehow in that game.
Right now.
Yo.
I don't know
Stop.
how.
Oh my god.
I don't know how, but we got a 15-5, and then in our last game we smashed. Just because the can turned up finally. The can finally killed something.
Good job, Maxwell.
Yeah.
So to Alex, what was your least your LVP of Buckeye battles? Like, what did you least like, or an experience?
What would you change, right? Yeah,
What would you
yeah,
change?
so-
And then what was your favorite thing? Could be the taco. It could be anything.
I
The
feel like
tacos.
there's
Could be
nothing to change
chicken.
about
Buckeye Battles is great. Like on the feedback sheet that we
Yeah.
get in the end of our packet,
Yeah.
I didn't put down anything.
I put on no multiple words because I wasn't sure if it was going to happen.
I'd forgotten about that.
But it didn't, and I was really happy to see that didn't happen.
Yep.
I was it's funny. I was we saw James Silva win because they did the Army Best Army awards last. So I kept waiting to hear Best
Yeah.
Orphan Goblin, James Silva, and it went to
Andrew Wayne.
Andrew Weiner, and I was Andrew Weiner,
Wiener?
Weiner,
The W
tomato,
silent.
tomato.
Andrew W.
Andrew W. And we were just like, hey, yeah, good for him, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
he deserves it.
yeah, like, I was happy about that. So honestly, there's very little I would change about Buckeye.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Great thing
I
to
love
do.
the location.
Great turn.
The only thing I'd change is Delaware getting a better hotel.
Yep.
Fair enough. My-
Open a Marriott Inn right across from the Tim Hortons.
There's no space.
Really, what we need to do is we need to like talk to one of the frat houses on campus
Yo.
and get in there, party with them.
Oh, that'd be legendary.
That was
Oh my
going
God.
to segue perfectly into my favorite, at least favorite thing of Buckeye, or thing I would change of Buckeye, my favorite thing of Buckeye.
Does your frat
Shoot
have a
So-
chapter at Ohio Wesleyan?
I don't know. I
Oh
don't
my
think so.
gosh.
Hey, I'm an alum from Iowa College. Go ahead, Drew.
Welcome, brother.
They accept you with open arms. So my favorite thing of Buckeye was night number 2, where we're drinking out with James Valdez, we're drinking out with Rob, we're drinking out with Alex and Mooks and myself, and we go to what bar was it? It was a Space Splatoon.
The Rusty Nail. Something?
it was
Rusty,
like-
Rusty
First
Bucket
it was
of
the
Nails?
bucket of nails,
The Bucket of Nails.
and then afterward,
Well, Alex
No, we
left
went
at that point because Alex took me home.
Oh, Alex did you? Oh, so no,
Because I was
It was me. No,
Yeah.
it was me, Mook. It was me, Mook, Steve, Rob, Rob, and James.
Yeah.
Us 5 went out. We went to a place called the Solar Spittoon or something. We were drinking there. They had like 2 bachelorette parties. These girls are like,
I heard you
He's
like
old.
were really horrible at darts.
oh, I was into that. But anyways, they're flashing the beer already. Yeah, so these 2 bachelorette parties. They're like all like old people there. It was really creepy. It was really kind of weird. Yeah. But then Chris Mintz and the ETC boys came in. Brian Amber.
painted armies.
Yeah, Mark Detler was there with Brian Amber. Brian Amber's fine as whiskey meats. Ugh.
Brian Amber and bro.
He is the boy, dude. He is the man.
Why isn't he with us?
I don't know. So we were drinking. It was great. We were drinking whiskey meats. Moose is pounding whiskey meats. So then we're like, okay, it's 12:30, 1 a.m. We gotta get home. We got some games tomorrow to play.
Alex and
So the
Tucker
ETC
already
guys
sleep.
turned in.
dude. I
Very
was
sleepy.
done by midnight.
This is the thing is we weren't done yet because we walked downstairs. We walked down the street. What happens?
You just turned into another bar,
No,
right?
the glorious part. The hashtag jersey swap. Mooks walks outside. Mooks walks outside.
For those who don't know about the Kirby Paint Top Plus boys, we are also known as the Salty Bitches once a year at Strength in Numbers.
13.
Just because we have these great shirts that say "Don't be a salty bitch."
From like Target, for like $8.
well, no, they're like I got mine off eBay.
Oh, I got one at Target.
Yeah, they're just these very. It's got the Morrison Salt Girl on there, and
The salt's
they're
running on
very
the
silly, but we love them. And Mooks was wearing it, and he just got jersey swapped.
Yeah. So he's walking
A
down the
rando.
sidewalk. Some rando's like, "Hey, bro," with his girl's
Some
like, "Hey."
local townie.
He's like,
Delawarean.
"Hey, what's that shirt? I'll give you like $10 for it." And then the Mooks is like, "No." Drives a hard bargain, right?
Haggling.
$20 though. $20 to get a
Shit.
shirt off of that guy's back. Solid trade. So we're walking down with a new shirt, right? Then we see the place called Clancy's on the right. Meander in, throw a couple darts. We're throwing darts for another hour drinking. Great
He almost
night.
Killed someone.
I almost did kill somebody.
Wow.
I think it was Rob. Rob was like walking full of dart. I was like, "Oh god, dude, there's no tip." I'm throwing.
Sticking out of his
I was
head.
throwing sidearm like submarine pitch, like baseball. I was drunk and it was a good idea at the time. Anyways,
I mean, to be fair, when you're drunk, you do a lot of stupid things.
me and
kill
Steve,
people?
put up a
Well,
we put in.
Yes, it
Kill,
does happen.
killing people is a pass
It
on
does
mine.
happen, unfortunately.
Me and Steve put in for Smash Mouth, All Star.
Oh,
For
that's
karaoke.
pretty dope. Did it come out?
It didn't. We left before it could come out.
Don't worry,
unfortunately.
you can karaoke at a machine.
And we did karaoke at Mission GT. So then after we drank, and had the-
I would smash mouth at Michigan.
We did Rick Astley.
we did Rick Astley. That was fantastic.
I feel like Rick Astley's old news. I feel like Smash Mouth
This
is the
year,
new.
this year,
No
All-Star
one
is
knows
the new
Rick
one.
Astley anymore.
That's
Yeah.
it. Well, no, I feel like everybody
It's an
knows
old
that. I feel like
It is an
well,
old meme.
it's an old meme,
Meme
but it
years.
checks out sick. I feel like the Smash Mouth is the new one right now, like the new song meme.
Yeah, it is a new song meme. But yeah, shout out to that night because we just got plastered. We saw everybody there from like the East Michigan side boys to like the
Lansing
West,
boys.
yeah, the West Side guy boys to Vince and ETC, everybody else, Lenny. It was great. And then the only thing I would improve on a Buckeye is I think I put in the feedback was the tickets during the team tournament you had to pay for. I didn't necessarily like for the rerolls just because
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
I didn't bring cash with me, and I mean I knew it was a factor of the event, but it just was weird having my opponent reroll stuff that was like
anything. It was
Yeah,
anything.
it was
well,
just anything.
I remember
which was-
like
the hit dice to wound dice or something.
well, the funny
or,
thing
like,
was
weird.
like me and Maxwell
It's fine,
bought
but-
tickets after game 2 because like we got there like with 40 minutes to spare. I feel like We just all didn't buy tickets. None of us are all bought tickets for game 1, right? So like game 2, we finally bought tickets. Didn't really help us game 2, but game 3,
Came in.
I re-rolled the multiple wounds on a cannon from a 1 to a 6.
Douche
And he re-rolled his word save on his avatar nature, and he failed it twice. And that was stupid. That was just stupid. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that. I should have had to accept the 2 wounds. But
Play it
no,
where it lies.
goes from 2 to 4.
Lies.
So I agree, that was pretty stupid. But that was just in the doubles.
Yeah, but then I guess the other thing we can't really change it because of logistics and no tournament can. But like I said, I mentioned a little bit earlier the post tournament meta talk. If you could get an extra round in, sneaking in. I know Lenny brought it up to Chris.
That'd be interesting. I don't know where
Do
you
like a
get
six-
it.
six round-
Because
six
you
round
either
final.
have a really late round on Saturday
A late
that I feel
round
like
on
nobody
Saturday.
would be interested in because they're already tired of that.
A late round Saturday, late round Sunday, or round on Friday. It's one of your choices. Because even a 6 round would help just segregate 100 people.
No one can do it. It's just not a thing you can do in the United States with just normal 9 to 5 jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, you can if you know ahead of time. I mean,
I almost like the idea of doing 1 round on Friday night.
one round on Friday night would be perfect, honestly. You start at like 8.
I feel like most
Or 7.
guys show up on a Friday.
Because you got to be there for the
Well,
tournament.
this year, there was a lot of doubles teams. There was like
There were.
52 people in the doubles tournament.
yeah,
That was
that's
awesome.
half the tournament.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the 5 games. It would be interesting to get 6, but it's just hard.
It's not Australia.
Yeah, it's not Australia. It's not. It's really true. It's not Australia.
It's not Denmark either. Apparently,
They
they do a thing where they do a 4-day weekend and they play 8 games.
Well, I mean, the Denmarkians don't really work, do they?
Wow.
They're
Calling
self-sustaining.
people out from the red and white state.
I mean, us good old American boys, we got 9 to 5 jobs.
Yeah.
We always working.
Mm-hmm.
We're always on that grind thing.
It says like you and me and like Mooks switching jobs recently and everything. So
You work 9 to 5, right?
yeah,
8 to 5.
8 to 5.
yeah. Him and Steve do. You guys are like
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys,
yeah, I
you
did.
guys are the real grinders.
I kind of grind because I'm on that government grind. So but
Anyway.
yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. I mean, we're looking at what 2:15 here.
It's a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, 2:15 time too in the morning. So
Convenient.
2:12 in the morning, yeah.
So, wrap it up.
I'm going to wrap it up.
So, before we go, I did want to plug my tournament. So, for anyone who is listening in the Midwest area, we have Michigan GT coming up in October 6th through 8th. It is going to be in Lansing, Michigan at the Causeway Bay Hotel. We're doing a 5-round GT at 4,500 points and a 3-round Warband style smaller tournament at 2,000 points on Friday. It should be a great time. We have 32 spots for the GT and less than that spots for the Warbands. But it's a great venue, very solid, a lot of fun to explore after you finish with your games.
yeah, it's unlike other events you may go to like Buckeye battles or like Siege. It's an actual con. It's like a miniature Adepticon. if you
Yeah.
will.
You could say it's kind of like a miniature Adepticon. It's mostly a 40K tournament, and we just kind of snuck 9th age in the past couple of years. But yeah, we've got a corner all to ourselves, and there's a few vendors there from various businesses.
Is the Toledo guy there?
He's not.
No, he didn't pay him
Because
last
he's not from
year.
Michigan.
Well, he didn't pay the license fee or something last year.
Okay.
There's X-Wing there. There's other things.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of games. So if you don't want to play 9th age all weekend, they've got Infinity, they got Malifaux, 40K, everything. Age Sigmar even.
That's
if you're-
cool.
What?
If you're into them. But,
One of them. Oh, well, don't make him the other. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
anyway.
yeah, Michigan GT is very exciting.
great event.
Only tournament really in the fall in the Midwest.
Yeah.
It's in October, so October
Yeah.
6th through 8th again.
That's kind of rough. Is it the weekend after Circle Numbers?
That's August.
That's August, bro.
There's a whole month. You just missed a whole month.
You
I
just
missed
skipped
the
a
whole
month.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. Well,
So, yeah.
also let's not forget about Strength in Numbers.
The strength in numbers.
Um,
August 22nd?
26, 27.
That's it.
Should we just start playing We Are the Champions in the background? The return champs are coming
Ooh,
back.
yeah. The
Salty
Salty
Bitches
Bitches are returning. We're
Who
pretty
will
excited.
challenge us for our title?
Yeah,
Is
we're
anyone
pretty-
really worthy?
Are we gonna bring a belt?
Um,
You're gonna bring a belt in too?
Get
Oh,
the
we
belts.
should totally bring a belt
What if
in.
we all bought
Wear
belts
belts.
for each other?
Yeah, like the WWE style belts.
No, we should bring 4 different things. Like one person brings a belt, One person brings like a safety sash or something like that. Just random things like hats or something like that. I don't know.
Luke's would totally bring the hat.
I think the wrestling belt.
No, just the wrestling belt would be sweet.
Just
though.
one single wrestling belt?
Yeah, because we're the champs,
Okay.
baby.
Do I get to wear it because I'm team captain?
No, I get to wear it.
Why?
What? No, because he gets to wear because he's team captain.
Fine. Or I did captain us last time.
And I would
And
have
you will again.
I was MVP.
Gribbs.
Does MVP get to wear it?
You
again?
were MVP. That's true.
Well, I would just wear. I would wear it one game a piece.
There you go.
Boom, done.
And then the last round, it just
Just
sits.
sits in front of.
It
Yeah.
just sits on a
in a
pillow.
holster.
And on a pillow.
watching.
It just sits on a pillow afterwards.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
Dude, I feel like Jeff would go for that too.
Well, Jeff would totally buy into that. Fergus would die over
Fergus
that.
and Lenny would die.
lose
Yeah, they
it.
would do. They would. Oh, he would love it.
I'm really sad to hear that WCW got canceled because I want to make it to that tournament eventually.
It may come back. I don't know.
I'm sure it will. Well, I mean, not this year. Right.
So yeah, thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, that's been
this-
fun.
This is Andre Wheats, Andrew Wheaties,
Charles Sedley.
Dino, Alex Meyer.
Dino.
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 All right. Thanks for listening, guys. This has been our Buckeye Battles wrap up for a great tournament. We love you, Jeff.
Jeff, we do love you. Before
You're
we
the
sign
best.
off, best to you.
See you guys soon.
Evershade out.